Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to more art. We are continuing the channel offline banner. We are working through, slowly but surely, all of your suggestions and redeems. So I have the list up. We've added a lot of them, but there's still more to do. There's 40 requests in total, which I've currently capped. Potentially might uncap it if I can work through them and there's more space when I'm done. But so far I feel like it's looking really good. So I'm really excited, but there's more things to add. So this glorious, hi Pump King, hi Superior, hi Enzem, I saw you before the stream, hi everybody. We have Skyrim music today. It might be a little bit loud. I'm gonna turn it down just a touch. But yeah, so there's some things. So the last thing we added last time was this wolf, which is supposed to be a wolf holding a rolled up scroll with the marmalade recipe on it. I don't think that... So we did this at the end of the stream last time. I feel like there's some changes we could make to it, but it's in okay shape. Hey Slappy, hey Caravaggio, hey chat, art patrons. Yeah, you guys are all patrons of the art. Oh my god, hi, patrons of the arts. Hi everyone, hi Gorilla Warlock. Sometimes you miss the warrior's life, but when you hold your daughter in your arms, you know you made the right choice. You missed the soldier's life, you messed it up. You were a soldier, and then you decided to settle down. Okay, so anyway, to run through the things that we still have to do, I'm gonna skip over the ones that we've done already. Okay, I'm reading through. Okay, we have to add steam lines on the swamp, but we'll do that at the end. We have to add... Man, we've done a lot of these. Okay, I'm going through. I'm just reading all the ones we've done. Okay, the wolf, that's where we're at. Okay, me with a pot on my head. That's the next one. So that's my like current profile picture. We have to add that. That was from Darkstar. Finn and Jake from Adventure Time from Thievius. We have to add spider mites on the tree, which should be pretty easy. We have to add Tex's redeem, which Tex wanted her stabbing me in the neck or something, but then also wanted her choking me maybe, or chasing me on a bicycle with a knife. So maybe we'll try out some different ideas and see what is appropriate that we can add. But hi Bonch, how are you? Good to see you. So we have to do that. We have to add a squid. That was from Legacy Squid. We have to add Pizza Woman from Alex. Gilbert, that's another one from Tex. We have to add a cheese. An Easter egg from Frickle Frackles, the number 4 from Yev, a slice of cheese floating in the water, beef with cheese, and Icarus the rat, who is like a reference to when we used to summon rats in Elden Ring. That's from Parlian. He wanted him holding a big strawberry, and a bottle of air. Those are the things we have to have left to add. So I feel like it's pretty doable. Maybe we could get through all of these today, I don't know. Maybe. Okay, but either way, I think for right now, what we'll do... I want to finish touching up this wolf here. I think the only thing I want to do to it is I want to... Right now, all the colors are kind of similar and muted. I want to up the saturation a little bit. And then I think it's in okay shape. Hi, Clearwing. What's up? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Welcome. A new art project. Sofiga has gone faffin. Bob Ross would be proud. Is that a haiku? None of them would be appropriate, but we have to find what would be the most appropriate. Yeah, of Texas suggestions, yeah. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. For her, I can do it. Art is a process, every step an inch closer. My hat is a bowl. Hell yeah. And we got the bowl hat coming back. You're doing well. Hope the drawing goes well today. Yeah, me too. Me too. My chair's like really scooted out for some reason from my desk. Okay. So let's see. I want to up the saturation on this wolf here. I feel like I'm trying to think how I want to do that. Because I don't dislike any of the colors that I got going on. Just maybe like darken up some of them. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what we think about it. Okay. Maybe we can brighten this up a bit. Just so there's like more contrast. I don't know. And then this one, we can make it a little bit more like this. Oops. Is that better? I don't know. I don't know. You're gonna show yourself out? Wait, what happened? Big space in the sky there, maybe a blimp. This is muted? No, not the entire drawing, just the wolf. Just the wolf. Just to be clear. The whole thing is not muted. I feel like I did actually pretty well as far as the color palette. I feel like I picked a lot of strong colors, but there's not too much clashing. Like, we got a lot of stuff in the, like, greens and blues kind of zone. And then there's, like, some red to counterbalance it, like red-orange. But there's not too much, like, just random colors going on. For how random it is, I actually think the color's, like, not that bad. It was just this wolf that looked a little bit like kind of everything was just the same shade. So I'm just playing with it a little bit to make it a little bit punchier. It was you saying, you're kidding? You saying that unironically would be the pot calling the kettle black? Yours, what? Yours are high cool? Oh, instead of haiku, they're high cool. We've all gone faffin'. I guess it's just destiny. I have a bowl hat. It is destiny. When you're here, it's destiny that you're gonna go faffin'. We all do it eventually, you know? I mean, I guess maybe not all of us, but like, most of us. Okay, I want this color to clash slightly less. Oh, that's pretty. Maybe I want it just slightly darker. Oh, that's really pretty. Okay, I like that. And then I guess maybe we can do the same for this. Get a little bit more colorful with it. Okay, that's good. I think that's good. I don't think we need to do much more than that. We've all gone faffin. Sounds dark. Whoa! Bless you, Turbulent Juice Time. Gifted 5 subs. Thank you so much. You guys have been gifting a lot of subs recently. And it's so, I don't know, it's so nice. I feel like the stream has gotten into like a spot where we haven't had as much growth recently, but I feel like the community has really like come together and gotten very like stable in a good way. And like, I don't know, I feel like we do have some like new people coming in and stuff, or like old people that like come back after a while, but I feel like the community's in a really nice place. I don't know, it just makes me happy. Like, I look in the Discord and you guys are all like joking around and having fun, and we have all our like memes and stuff. It's just, I don't know, it makes me happy. Stable community? Lol. Well, I mean, you know how it is here, but like us, I feel like, as you know, as far as like dysfunctional internet communities go, we could be doing a lot worse. Stable? Yeah. Oh, you mean regularly attended? Okay then. No, I don't. I mean like that, but I also mean like most of you guys get along with each other and like joke and like I see you every week and we have like running memes and I don't know, it just seems like it seems like I don't know. We're in it together. You got into a fist fight in the Discord just earlier, but it was done out of love, I assume. I don't know. I hope. I've been honestly haven't had as much time to read the messages in the Discord, but every time I look briefly, it looks like you guys are like joking, fighting. Because I feel like if something was really wrong, somebody would have added me. Or there would have been a reaction where someone was like, bro, what the fuck? Instead of just like memeing and joking. At least that's my impression. You know, it's like when you watch like your dog fight with your friend's dog and like they're like barking and running around, but nobody's like actually like screaming and like making like angry dog noises, you know? It's all just like play barking and stuff. That's what I've seen. You don't feel at home in a place until people start giving you the business. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Someone pulled out a knife and then you had to go get your Glock. Okay, well then there's that also. Okay, what's the next thing that we're doing here? Oh right, me with a pot on my head. Okay. Where do we put that? We could have that popping in from off screen. Because I don't want to draw the rest of my body. And I can't just be like beheaded. I could be beheaded. Oh, wait. Okay, wait. I had an idea. Oh god. Okay, wait. What if... This might be terrible, and I'm sorry. Okay, what if I take Darkstar's idea of me with the pot on my head, but I make it a version of me that's like just like my head, and it's like on the ground. So it's like... And then like I have like text there, so it's like implied that she like cut my head off, but it's like not... What about the pizza cutter? Well, I am gonna add Pizza Woman. I don't know how she's gonna fit in here. I think she's gonna have to be in the background doing something. Is that too much? What, a pizza cutter? Cutting my head off? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, it's like, it's weird when you say it out loud. Looking imposing in the back. Oh yeah, Pizza Woman? Yeah, definitely. I feel like she's good at that. Plus she has like a very striking silhouette, so I feel like it'll be easy to draw her. Pizza cutter cutting Sophiga's head off would be somewhat poetic in a grim way. Right? Okay, stay with me here for 1 second. I know it sounds bad to be like, oh, like what if I was beheaded on the ground? But I feel like when it comes to art, like there's something about like that is, the way it reads visually is like very like absurd, I guess, so it's not as graphic. Like I feel like it kind of reads in like a different way that's like not bad. I don't know if anyone else is on the same wavelength with me. And maybe I'm just wrong, but I feel like it's true. Okay, so Figa, pot on head. Either way, that's what we're doing next. Nobody's saying anything. And Aziz is here. Hi Aziz. How are we all? We're doing good. We're doing good. I'm trying to figure out if I should draw myself beheaded on the ground or not. So that's a choice. This is the artist's struggle, I guess. Either way, where do I want that to be? Because this is kind of a prime spot that I've been saving here, but I don't know if there's anything I'm like saving it for. I could put my head here on the ground. You love art? We are happy and healthy? Sorry, you got possessed by Frickle Frackles for a second there. Frickle Frackles loves art too. I could also put myself here. Maybe I'll put my severed head here on the ground. Okay, here's what it is. I'm gonna draw my head cut off on the ground. If it looks super weird, I'm just gonna click and drag it so that you can't see the severed part and it's just gonna be me popping in from the side. But the people who were here will know. So if it ends up looking weird, I'm just gonna hide it and it's fine. Coloring is an important part of art. Yeah. See, there you go. That frog is so cute, makes you want to spam emotes. My best frog emotes. Spam your best frog emotes. Yeah, look at this little guy. He is cute. Drink redeem, stretch redeem. Hi, Burnt. Thank you. Okay, let's do my severed head. Here. I want to, if I can, import the actual image so that I can like color sample from it and show you guys what I'm trying to draw. I just don't know if I actually remember where that image is. I think it's in my like streaming folder, but I don't know where. It's been a while since I was messing with that. Okay, I think this is it. Okay. Let's import it. Oh god, okay, I'm looking for it. What is this file called? Okay, I got it. I think, is this one? Here we go. Okay, here it is. This is the photo. This is the square version of my current profile picture. Okay, I can draw this with... I'm gonna flip it though. I think for the sake of this, I'm gonna flip it. I guess I could flip this. Okay, let me just... Okay, I think that's fine. You never noticed the squiggly background? Oh yeah, dude. I mean, it's you can't really see it in the actual like profile picture because it's so cropped in. Like the picture's pretty much just like my hair and stuff. But it's the same background as my like banner background. You never noticed the hand? Yeah, the pot didn't naturally rest at this height on my head. Did I rinse out the pot after? I don't think so. It like barely touched my head. It was like mostly like hovering like this. I was just holding it. I did not actually put it on my head. Hair in your food then? I mean, that is probably true whether I like it or not. I have a lot of hair. So even if it doesn't get in the food when I'm cooking, when I'm eating, it's gonna go in my mouth. You know what I mean? If we get any kind of breeze, I'm eating hair. I'm gonna spit it out, but like, you know. Okay. I feel like we should start with, I don't know, I guess my head? Bitch. Okay. I want like a representative like skin tone from this. I look very like red in this photo for some reason, which I think will look weird if I just make that my like base skin tone. I can pick like that, that's fine. Chew marks in my hair? Yeah, my hair, if you actually look at certain parts, there's like bite marks taken out. You know? There's just like little bites. You can't always tell, but they're there. Like, it's like when you see like a cookie that's like had a bite taken out of it. I feel like for some reason you always see that in like advertisements where there's like a cookie on a table with a single very clean bite taken out of it, but I feel like that's never a thing in real life. That someone just takes one very distinct bite out of a cookie and then puts it down. Okay. Alright, so we got like the face and then like the neck. Is that how big I want this? And there's like the pot. And then like the rest. Do I want it this big or not? Maybe I want the neck a little bit shorter. like that. And then we can move it down a bit. Okay, I'm okay with that. Hi, Galactul, who bit my hair? Well, we were talking about how I probably eat hair when I'm eating because I have a lot of hair. And so I was saying that, like, even if I don't, like, accidentally drop it into my food, like, if it's, like, windy, it'll, like, go in my mouth. But I don't actually take bites out of it. Also, my hair's pretty strong, so, like, if I did take a bite out of it, it would be okay. But hi, how are you? Also, hi, Portal Prince. Did I say hi to you? Hi, if I didn't. Whoa, that's a lot of frogs. You found more frogs? You have a lot of frogs. Look at those guys. There's even a frog butt. Wow. There's also a gingerbread frog. Fun fact, hair actually stretches a bit. I feel like, yeah, I feel like it does. Hair is like very strong. It's a very cool material. Okay. I'm kind of outlining the pot right now. See, I always do this when I draw where I keep it kind of zoomed out, but I feel like that's then annoying for you guys to be able to, like, see. I just don't like drawing with it too close in. I feel like I want to get, like, a... I don't know, more, like, perspective. But I don't know if that's, like, good form. It's just what I do. Okay. Okay, I think that's fine. Alright, let's get my face going here. That's important. It's always weird drawing yourself. I feel like... Because I feel like I want it to, like, look like me and be flattering, but I don't want to be like... I drew myself, like, overly flattering, you know? Be like, oh, you know, oh, you think you look like that? I'm like, I don't know. No? I don't know if people have drawn themselves, but it's like a weird experience. At least I don't have to do that many pixels here, so it's not too bad. Okay, let's see. What do we got going here? Alright, we got, like, this kind of situation. Alright, we can make this a little pointier, I think. Okay. And this can come down a little bit more. My face also is kind of round, so I don't want it to look like I have, like, a super strong chin. I feel like I don't have, like, a weak chin, but I just have, like, a medium chin. Not in any kind of good or bad way, I just feel like it's just like a medium roast chin. Those go back to the Napoleonic Wars? What? Hair? What hair? Hair on, like, helmets or something? Kind of reminds you of British Royal Guards. Oh, those go back to the Napoleonic Wars. Yeah, don't they take, like, a lot of pride in those, like, hats? Like, they pass them down in their families and shit? Okay, is that roughly the right shape? I think so. We got a problem. We got a problem. I gotta make room for my eyeball. I think I got to make my head a little bit, further down. Because right now my eyeball would be cut off. My eyeball would be, like, here. It just looks too tall. I think because the implication is that it's resting on my head. If there's no, like, hand in the drawing. And if I do that, then, like, you wouldn't actually be able to see my eye. I could also have the pot tipping backwards instead of tipping forwards. Hi, Lewisism. I don't have a Jay Leno chin. I do not. His chin is extreme. I don't have a chin like that. Like I said, I feel like my chin's pretty medium. Medium chin. Those are for Grenadier units? You have to be a veteran of 5 campaigns and 6 feet tall? What, for the hats? For bearskin helmets? That was you in the Discord earlier? Oh, dodging bullets? Hi, folks. How are you, Lewisism? How do we fix this problem? See, it's also, like, really big. Let's try making it smaller. I don't know. We can erase. Go like that. Okay. Okay, that's smaller. So that's good. And then we have to make this pot a little higher because my eyeball at the lowest could be like there. And we only need to see the one. The other one is covered just fine. I guess we can make the pot shorter. I just don't want it to interact with my eyeball. Is that Master Chief? I erased the visor. Oh, you see it now? Oh yeah, I'm drawing my profile picture. This was Dark Star's Redeem. It's to add me with the pot on my head. We're gonna draw a version of it where my head is severed, and we're gonna see if it's too weird, and if it's too weird, then we're gonna cover that part. And it's fine. And nobody's gonna say nothing about it. I mean, you can say things about it. I don't know. But nobody's gonna say nothing about it. But you can. But don't. But, like, you could. But just don't. Okay. Okay. Also, this has to come out here a little bit. I should put the pot part on a separate layer. I don't know why I'm messing around. Pot. Because that way I can just move it. I'm gonna make it just a little wider. Just looks weird. Looks like a hat. Which I guess I'm wearing it as a hat, but it looks like not like a pot. Well, it's not really the color of a pot yet, anyway. Okay. Okay, it's getting there. Is that too big? No, it's okay. It's okay. Dark Star, that little maroon. I thought you said moron at first. I was like, whoa, yeah, fuck that guy. Hi, Dark Star. Oh, hey, Yev, the real Sofiga. What's up? Next to my pal Jabba. Yeah, I bet I can smell him from here. I mean, I could probably smell him from anywhere in this photo. This drawing. But bro is stinky. He's stinky as fuck. Okay, so that's my one eye, and then my other eye would be like here. But that's gonna be covered. And then I have to have a mouth. Naturally. As you do. As people have. Okay, great. There you go. We got the mouth, we got the nose, we got the face. It's all coming together here. Okay, great. I feel like I've captured it. That's perfect. I feel like it's great. I think. Why would you ever need a pot that big? So big you can fit a human head inside it? Well, if I ever want to make human head soup, then I need a big pot. No, but genuinely, first of all, this isn't even my biggest pot. I have a bigger pot than this. This pot I use often for like batch cooking, but I have an even bigger one that I use for batch cooking as well. Sometimes you need a big pot. I don't know what to say about it. I am not into spending the time to cook a single meal. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna take the time to cook and clean to get one meal out of it. Batch cooking. Like, I just won't. I cook a shit ton and then I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm done cooking now. And now I can just eat stuff. Okay. This is fine. This is good. It's in a good place, I guess. Okay. Okay. Should I color my face like... Is this like too red? Ah! I feel like that is too red. We can use that for the cheeks maybe or something. I want like a lighter shade for my actual face. I guess we can just invent one. I mean, my head is severed here, right? So it's gonna be pale. You know? Plus, I mean, it's pale. In real life, too. It's pale, non-severed. Plus, we can always change it later. There we go. Wow, look at me. So cheerful. Okay. Alright. Let's get an eyeball color. Oh, that is gray. That is just gray as fuck. I think because it's shaded. It's shaded by the pot. Alright, we'll make it up. We'll be like, no, it's this color. Okay. And then my eyeball color. This is also really dark because it's like shaded. That's okay. Haha! Looks just like me. Like a Dark Souls boss. Imagine having gray eyes. Reminds you a lot of something extremely cursed. It'll come together. You'll see. You'll see. You just gotta keep working on it. Plus, this eye's gonna be covered anyway, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it too much. Let's see. Right now, see, the eyes are just not where I want them to be. That's the other thing. Because I'm fighting with the fact that there's this pot here. I don't really want the eyes to be where they are. I don't think I want them lower, though. I don't think so. Maybe I do. Maybe I want them lower. I kind of want them in between, honestly, which... Whatever. In the upper right? Oh, the dark star! Right! Dark star, you didn't see it yet. Here you go. It's the star emitting darkness. There it is. That's for you. You can't imagine what your pick is because the thumbnails are so small. Draw Superior's weird profile picture? That would be awful. What, as a redeem or something? Okay. I think a few things will help this. One, I'm gonna make this lighter. Because your brain wants it to be white even though it's not. So we'll just make it white so that everyone's brain can be like, okay, it's correct. Also, I think you want my eyes to be more brown and less black. Because everybody's like, they're brown, this should be brown. So that helps a little bit too. And then we're going to, I'm gonna change the color of the pot so that it's less confusing. And then I'm gonna do some shaping on the face with some shading, and that will help as well. Okay. Let's make that a different color for now, just so we can see it. Okay, there we go. And we'll come back to it later. Okay. So we've got an ear, and then there's hair. Alright, so what do we gotta do? Whoa! What do we gotta do shading-wise? We gotta add, like, these, and then the eyes. Okay. I feel like these are our biggest kind of things. Maybe the nose a little bit too. Okay. Okay, we can do this. We'll just test some things out and see what happens. And we'll get it into a good spot. You'll see, I promise. Oh, bless you! The man, the myth, Wade. You got a gifted sub to whoever that was, thank you. Oh, hi Kiteman, guess who? Welcome. I think that was, Turbulent Juice Time? Was that who it was earlier? Gifting 5 subs? Yeah? Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Let's see, do we want this or not? I feel like I don't want that. I don't want that. I think the eyes, that will help the most. We'll see. The eyelids too. Hold on. Okay, I'm just thinking about how I want this to be like. I feel like the eyes have to like pop, like sparkle more. Like right now it looks very like deadpan. I feel like they need to be like a little bit. But I don't want to make them that big. You didn't reference anything? Look what happens in the Discord. What happens in the Discord stays in the Discord. It's a different environment. You don't know what you're talking about, Superior. Are you okay? Oh my god, are you guys fighting already? Make the eyes go ooh-woo. This version of me looks so distrustful. Well, first of all, there's no hair. Second of all, I am making this kind of expression in the photo. Like, I'm not really in the photo like, hello, you know. I'm more like, just kind of like this. I feel like this expression is just blank. We're still shaping it. We're still shaping it. You just have to be careful with the pixel art because the rules change really fast with stuff. I feel like that helps. I think bringing the whole thing down helps a little bit. And then we can... I'm trying to think if I want to like sharpen that up. Maybe? The other thing is this eyeball here touching the side. That looks kind of weird, so we're definitely gonna have to cover that with hair, and that will help. If we want to do it now just for the sake of having something so we can get an idea, we can. Just so that it's not so distracting, I guess. Like, you know. You know, just so that there's something. So that we know what we're doing. Okay. Do I want to move the pot down? I could. Okay, okay. That's fine. Okay. That's fine. Brain is delicious? Your skin is peeling off. What? Oh, thanks for the lurk, Slappy. Are you gonna play Dune? I guess you're lurking, but... That gives very shady vibes? What gives shady vibes? Do I do skin... Do you do skincare every day or something? What, me? I mean, I do something, but I wouldn't say it's very extensive. Yes, me? Let's see. What do I do? I don't have bad skin. My skin's fine. It's just kind of oily and acne prone. So that is what it is. But yeah, I mean, I wash it. It's so flawless. Even in the photo, well, I mean, the camera does hide stuff, I'll say. Especially like here. Not that my skin is bad. It's not bad. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, my skin looked good here. It's just my skin isn't like perfect or anything. Not that it has to be. Not that anyone's really has to be. If only we could be so grossly incandescent. Yeah, I mean, you know, if you have lights on you and you have your camera, like the camera, it does things. It's not like anything super crazy, but it definitely does things. I'm trying to think if I want this or this. You're no nerd. Have at thee. DS1 nerd. What is that in reference to? Dark Souls 1? Oh my god, you guys are just fighting? Oh man. I was being so nice earlier about everyone getting along and being friends. And that just... I don't know what happened. I guess I kind of have like somewhat of like a smirk in the photo. Sorry, that was your fault. We fight in a friendly way. I know, but it still breaks my heart. Hi, Ross. Hi, CR2889. Hi, what's up? Imagine fighting? I can't imagine it. I can't even imagine it. I can't think that you guys would fight each other. I could read it in the Discord, but I can't imagine it. I'm just testing some things out here. I don't know. I guess that's okay. We can do a little bit of this as well. And then, okay. What do I want to do with this nose? Do I want to do anything about it? No. I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what's up with this. I'm trying to think. Okay. I feel like it's fairly similar to the photo. I feel like the only difference is just... I mean, like, I had to change the proportions and stuff to make it, like, pixel art. You know what maybe will help? You know what? Maybe? See, no, because I see, okay. Because I'm turned a little bit more here than I am here. Okay, interesting. Maybe we'll redo this. We can make a copy over here for posterity or something. I'm not taking requests at the moment. Can I draw you something? Unfortunately, I closed the requests for now because all the stuff I'm drawing right now are requests, and I got like 40 of them, which I'm working through, so I had to cap it for now until I catch up. And then if I see if there's room when I catch up, then yes, you can redeem it. But I'm sorry they're not open right now. I wish I could, but I just have to work through the ones I have already. But I'm glad you asked. They patched the remaster, fixed the 2 things that were messing you up and you run. You talking about Oblivion? Okay, I wanna do this again. I mean, not that it's bad, it's like fine. I just think I need to get the angle right, because it's a little bit, I'm turned further to the side and then my eye is like looking straight, but it's like not centered like this. So let's try that. Let's get rid of this for a second. Okay, 45 degrees. 45. 45. 45 degrees. I'm trying to keep it in my mind. What 45 degrees looks like in my brain. And the other eyeball is like here. And then there's like the nose. And then it's like 45 degrees. 45 degrees over here. Okay, that's a little bit further than 45. It's kind of a tricky angle. 45 degrees outside? That would be cool. It's pretty warm here. It's like 21C, 75F. Would I be gnomed to meet a gnome? Dude, of course, I would love to meet a gnome. That'd be the best. If I met a gnome, I would have so many questions for a gnome. If I met one, I would be like, is it hard that people don't think you're real? Or is it better? Because I kind of think it would be cool if people didn't think I existed or didn't think I was real or something. But I also think it might be hard sometimes because, like, what if you want to open a credit card and people are like, bro, you're not fucking real. You're back? Hi, Aziz. Hi, Stefan. Stefan, hello. It would be cool. Good one? What? To meet a gnome? Or if it was 45 degrees, because it's like a cool temperature. That hit harder than you were prepared for? What, the gnome thing? You guys like meatloaf? Of course we do. Also, hi. Of course we like meatloaf, and nobody dissent. Nobody disagree. If you disagree, I'm gonna find you. And I'm gonna bully you. I promise. I will. You hate meat, you love it? Very good. Good answer. Correct answer. We have a correct answer in the chat. See, you guys have a little bell. You can ding the bell when you want me to do stuff. Like when you redeem certain things. But I need a bell for you guys when you get the answer correct. When you get the answers correct in the chat. It's Stefan. Have I not watched Vampire Diaries? You know, I haven't actually. So I didn't know that reference, but it's good to know that it's Stefan. I was wondering, because after I said it, I was like, I bet it's Stefan. Not whatever I just fucking said. But I haven't watched that. I know it exists. I know, like, roughly what it is. But I haven't watched it. Okay. Okay, we're getting there with the round 2. It's more 45. Oh, Stefan? I'm gonna wait to hear if that's correct. Because I feel like that always happens when you stream. There's like a delay and you say 2 things and then the person's like, yes, wait, no, what? There you go. Okay, Stefan, got it. What questions do you need to get correct? You want to hear the bell? Well, I don't have a bell. I just wish I did have a bell. Because it would be fun if I could like ring a bell for you guys to encourage you, you know, like positive reinforcement. So that I could be like, ding, good answer. You know? Like about like, what was it, meatloaf? Nobody say that they don't like meatloaf. That's what we were getting at, you know? So I can reward you guys. Some books last longer than vampires, Gordle. Books last longer than vampires? For some reason I thought you were gonna go like, I don't know, something about that, like books lasting longer than vampires is like some mom being like, that book's gonna last longer than your relationship. Don't put so much stock into it. I don't know. Just sounds like the kind of like mean thing that like a parent would say when they're trying to like shake some sense into their child who's in their like first relationship or something. What if your entire body fat reserve was a big snack that hangs off the back of your head? A big sack that hangs off the back of your head? Bro. You don't have to call out Squidward like that. That's kind of fucked up, you know? To just throw that out there and just be like, oh, like, what if that was your situation? That would suck, wouldn't it, Squidward? I mean, what? I mean, I wasn't talking about anyone in specific, but like, what the fuck, Squidward? Fucking weirdo. Gross squid. Weirdo. Imagining Squidward like that is disturbing, but that's basically what his head is already shaped like. You know? That's how his head is. Okay, I feel like, see, this version is like vibing a lot better. I got the 45 thing correct. It's better. It's better this way. See, this is why you gotta do different versions. So that you can get it right. Unlike Squidward, who never gets it right. Fucking loser. Dork-ass Squidward. Canned bread? Now that's diabolical. Yeah, I gotta say that doesn't really excite me, honestly. But I don't know if I'd go as far as to say it's like diabolical. I just don't know if it's like, let's tuck into some canned bread, you know? Like, I don't think that could be me. Maybe one day. I can aspire to it. See, this is looking good. I don't know if anyone else is vibing, but I'm vibing. This looks a lot more like a head. I think I'm doing a good job. I don't know that, but it feels that way. Okay, let's see. Here's the question. Can we get away with the eyes being like this? Or not? See, that just looks like I'm looking this way, because in the photo it's very obvious that I'm looking at the camera, but my eye is just to the side. But I think this is like too far. Too far, man. I mean, we could always go like that. Whoa! Now that is interesting. My eyes are very large now. Whoa. That looks crazy. Vibe artistry? Squidward Town episode? They're so mean to Squidward in the newer episodes, it's not even justified. Honestly, I don't follow the new episodes. Does that help? Not really. I was seeing if I could add a pupil and if it would make it look like my eye was less, like, exploded, but it doesn't really. It still kind of looks like my eye was exploded. Just in a more interesting way, I guess. I'm trying to think if I should get used to the eyes being like this or not. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do we like it? Do we like the eyes that exploded? You just realized this is vaguely skibbity toilet coated? What is? Now that's how you get ahead in life. Yeah, ha ha ha. We can barely see the left eye. We are going to cover it with hair. So don't get too concerned about it. Because that is a good point. We are going to cover it. You know what? Maybe it's okay if it's like wide. Ah. I'm gonna leave it wide and just hope for the best. Okay, let's see. Should we sample lip color? We can sample. Oh my god, that seems so dark. Is that too dark? Looks crazy. Should we make that like less? It looks like so bright. Just gonna mute it just a little. How does one actually come with that profile picture idea? You've missed the lore. Well, honestly, okay, so that photo, I originally took not as a profile picture. I think I was like gonna cook a meal or something, and I was like sending a photo to my friend. Like I was like, I'm gonna cook something, and then I like was like, I'll just, because I was gonna make something with like a pot, and so I just put the pot like over my head and took a photo. I think I was like, I'm gonna cook a thing. I don't know. I think, but it was a while ago, and then I was just looking for a new profile picture because for a while it was one with my straws. Like I had one with my cup and all my straws, and I wanted to change it up. And I thought, oh, this is kind of like random and interesting. So I don't know. That's why I swapped it out. But is that the Discord one with the straws? Yeah. That one I took specifically for the stream because I was like, what if I had a profile picture with all the straws? Because they're like such a stream meme. So that's where that came from. But yeah, that one I took specifically for this. I feel like the head looks pretty good. Good job, me. I did it. Okay, let's do the hair now properly. I want to sample. Let's see. Because the hair's like all different colors. Let's go for like this maybe? Get out of here. Okay. Let's see. What do we want to do? So we got like a swoop that comes down here and then some shit and then it's like swooping around. Swoop. Swoop. Okay. The hair's shiny? It is shiny. Okay. How far does this swoop? Okay, you can see like a little bit of my eyeball, but I don't think we're gonna accomplish that here. Okay, we got a swoop. And then we got a swoop. Swoop. And then it's like swooping, doing its thing. Ooh, we could have it all like spilled out on the ground because my head's like resting on the ground here. That's kind of interesting. We can have it like spilling around like this. Oh, that's fun. Oh, I like that. Wow, how cool. Sometimes art is just so fun. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's really hard. It's frustrating. Look at this hair just spilling. Bless you! Who was that? Oh, CR, bless you. Thank you. Look at this. Damn! It's spilling out. Okay. I need to do this so that it's like clearly resting. I want to make it clear that it's like resting on the ground here and not like floating. You know? It's hard with Java. He's making it a little complicated for me. Okay, that looks pretty good, actually. Is this supposed to be how you would experience life while being really high? Oh, because it's like a pot. You know, it actually wasn't, but people do make that joke a lot because it's like, you know, like pothead, you know? But it wasn't. I was just genuinely cooking something with a pot and I was like, this will be goofy. I didn't think about it. This is getting bizarrely disturbing. What is? You installed hair shining agent earlier. You're glad to know it's working. What, an agent? An agent to shine my hair? Let her cook? Oh shit, okay. A hair shining agent? Damn, this came out so well. I'm so happy. Okay. We gotta add some highlights. Gotta highlight it. Okay. That makes it look too gray. I'm gonna do this. I want brighter. Maybe that's too bright. Okay, a little less bright. Okay. Alright. It's an interesting connection, but you meant because it's all random as fuck and colorful? Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. I guess. I don't know. You know what, though? I feel like, I mean, people associate, like, drugs with, like, being colorful and creative, and I think that's fair. But I also think that, like, the world is like that if you pay attention. Like, you don't need drugs to see that the world is really like that sometimes. Not everything all the time, but there's a lot of things in the world that are fucking crazy. Crazy as shit. And strange. And cool. And you don't need drugs to appreciate that. I think. I don't know. Like, no hate if you do. You don't need it. I don't know if I like that. I feel like it looks weird. Maybe it's just the wrong color. I think it's just the wrong color. Hey Terrasso, what's up? You don't need it, you don't need it, you definitely don't need it. Yeah, like the water in SpongeBob. I don't need it. I need it. Okay. I don't know what. Okay. I think that the placement of the highlights is okay, but I don't like the color. Hi, Heinkeller. Art is real, just like math? Dude, art is real. It's definitely real. Okay. Maybe this? No. I don't like that. Maybe that? Eh. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we can add some, like, flexa something? Nah. We could try to go, like, really light to add some, like, shiny spots. Maybe? I don't know, maybe that's doing something? Is that doing something? It kind of is. Okay, let's try this. See if this will help. Okay, I think it's doing something. I don't know. Hi, Thongling. Are you winning? Dude, I'm winning. Here's me beheaded. So that's pretty good, I think. I don't think there's gonna be room for Tex beheading me though. Here. So maybe we'll have to do that in some other way. Okay, we gotta work on the pot. That makes you imagine that scene in SpongeBob, but he's really talking about drugs. Oh, when he's like, I need it. You would think that, but not everyone's brain can actually produce the dopamine required to enjoy things like nature, in your opinion. You don't take drugs? You know, maybe. But I think also, I mean, everyone's brain is different. And not everyone's gonna find the absurdity or magic in nature, and that's okay. But there's so many things in the world, and I feel like if you practice it, you can find the magic in one of those things if you try. I think, no matter who you are. And I'm not saying it's easy. And it doesn't have to be in nature, it can be anywhere. But I think if you practice it and you practice finding those things, the more you practice it, you'll find them everywhere. But, yeah. And you won't always be able to do it. Sometimes you're not going to be up to it, and that's okay. But I do think that those things are everywhere all the time. And it can be a lot of different stuff. Horses and grass and shit? What even is nature? I mean, that's part of nature. At least on the stream cam, there are parts of my hair that look almost black. That's true. And that is because of, like, how it's lit here. My hair is... I mean, it's not black in any parts. It's like... I would say like a medium to dark brown, but it does have some, like, kind of light highlights that are almost, like, a little bit red in some spots, like, kind of bronze-ish. But the camera definitely, like, darkens it just the way that I have it set. So, I don't know. Is it bad that you've discovered magic in nature because of video games? No, that's okay. That's totally fine. Whatever helps you appreciate the world, you know? Okay, we have to make a pot. I want to color sample this. I do not want to figure out what makes a pot look like a pot. Metal is so hard to draw in pixel art, or I haven't cracked that case yet, so we're gonna figure it out together. Let's see. Okay, my base starting color actually isn't that bad. Let's... Okay. Let's go like this. Okay. Alright, and we're done. No, I'm just kidding. Should we put the handle? The handle is on the side in the actual photo. But we could put it on the front for ease of making it clear that it's a pot. I don't think it's gonna read if it's on the side. Have I ever done a puzzle? I have. I like puzzles. I like puzzle games as well. Okay, I think that looks fine. Alright, then we need some like really bright spots. This is what's gonna make it look like metal, is like the bright shiny streaks, and that honestly just kind of freaks me out. Like drawing it. Like, I don't know how this fucking works. Oh god, okay, that's fine. Oh, I can't see the bottom of the pot. Damn it. I don't have a reference. Fuck. Okay, I think what it would do is like this. I think that's what it's gonna do. But I don't know. I'm not a pot. I don't know what pots do. Where's the light source coming from? Yeah, we're not gonna we're not gonna get into these issues of where's the light source in this photo, in this drawing, because I think that's just a whole can of worms that like it's too late for that. You know, like if I had to make all of these follow the same rules, it's just that's a challenge that I don't know if I want to take on today or ever. And that's okay, I think. I think that's okay. Alright, we get some stripes. You know, we're just gonna keep adding some different colored stripes, and then I'm gonna look at it and be like, what have I made? I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't know. I don't know what I've made. Different colored stripes, go! The light source is you, the viewer. Your light is shining up the world, including this picture. Oh my god! That's beautiful, I agree. It's you're the light source of the earth. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know you. Okay, the other thing that's messing me up is that, okay, I want to keep the outline of the pot visible, but it needs to also play along with these shiny lines here. So we'll see if this does it. I don't know. Oh god. Maybe less is more? I don't know. Did I go too far? I can't tell. We're just gonna keep messing around with it. Okay, what does that look like? It kind of looks like shiny metal, but it also kind of looks confusing. Do I like Sudoku? Sudoku's okay. I don't know that I would ever like choose it. Who is Sudoku? I don't think I'd ever be like, I'm gonna do Sudoku right now. But, I guess I don't dislike it. Okay. Okay. I feel like I've learned some things from this first pass with the shiny metal. I think for the sake of art and making it look like art or like something, I think we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna make it simple. Okay. So we're gonna do one fat stripe over here. So there's the center of the pot, then it comes out and it comes down like this. And then we can do like another stripe like this. And then maybe... Okay, so we'll do like those two as the brightest parts. And then we'll just do some like... we'll do some lighter parts. That is kind of weird though, because that like blends into my eyeball. God damn it. Okay, hold on. Let me move this line. God damn it, eyeball being in the wrong spot. Okay. There, here, here. Okay. Okay. Any clothes? I'm kind of lacking. What, as far as this? This is just my head and neck. My head and neck right now aren't wearing any clothes. Your brother loves Sudoku? Your favorite Naruto character is Cory? That guy bamboozled you? The guy that always bamboozles you is everywhere? Was I artsy from childhood or did I learn digital art on my own? I'm a fan of light. Digital art I picked up like around like high school-ish. But I've always been kind of artsy. Yeah, I've always been like into different kinds of art. So I've always been like messing around with stuff. Okay, so then the question is, so we got some shine lines here, but then they it kind of blends out. It kind of blends out. It's streaky, but it blends out. So we're gonna do a little bit of that, I think. I guess. We're gonna see if we like it though. You found an old report card when you were in first grade and you got an S+ in art class? What does that mean? Is that good? Is S+ a good score? I mean, it doesn't seem bad. It has plus. He's S tier? That was about something else in the chat? Oh, okay. Corey Taylor. Corey Taylor's sick. Sorry to hear that. Hope he gets well soon. So you could say you're somewhat of a prodigy. Oh, the S+? Okay, so it's good. I mean, I don't know. Nobody's giving me an S+. I think we had, like, letter grades. So... I don't know. It was just, like A or F or... You know, the other letters. I know the alphabet. Okay. You don't need to ask me. I know. I know what it is. Okay, is this looking like a pot? It's like looking like how a pot is looking. You think an S literally translates to sufficient and S+ is like sufficient plus? Dude, sufficient? What kind of grade is that? I mean, I'm not saying like bad job on you. I'm saying like why would they be giving out grades like sufficient? That just doesn't sound good. How are you at art? I'm sufficient. Like, oh, okay, I guess. I mean, good for you? I don't know. I'm sufficient at art. You know, some would say I'm sufficient. How's this drawing looking? Sufficient. It'll suffice. I don't know, man. S stands for sus? You don't know why your elementary school did grades like that? Here you just have numbers, 1 through 5? Can you have negative numbers? I got a -2. You get a -2 in art. You could get a negative score in math, I guess. Oh god, okay. I don't know. Is this... It's getting a little confusing looking. I think I might have done too much again. The pot needs to be bigger? I think it's okay. It's not to scale, but I think it's okay for this purposes. I think what's the problem is here is that I'm covering up... I'm trying to have the shine, like, go with the lines of the actual pot, and I think it's making it too messy visually. So I might just not have them do that. Let's see if that... Yeah, that does help. Okay. So there's that. And then... I kind of want... that, maybe? No. I think this is a problem. No. Okay, maybe that? Okay, and then I think I want like one more stripe out here. Whoa, that was weird. Maybe that? Girl, I don't know. I can't tell what the fuck is going on with this. I think that helps a little bit. I don't know. It kind of is working and it's kind of weird. I can't tell. I think it's doing too much again. I think I'm making it too complicated. There's layers to this picture that require intense Sophiga 7 study and knowledge to understand. What is that dog doing? He's circling! Maybe I'm trying to... Maybe try making the entire top lighter? That might help. I think I'm also just doing too many colors. Like, I think that I really want it to look like super shiny, but I think that it'll... I think it'll look that way, and I don't need to do as many colors, maybe? Like as many different grays as possible. I'm gonna try something. Let's see. Take that out. I don't know, do we like that? That's a little easier to look at. I don't know. Maybe the problem is the medium gray? Medium gray? Get out of here. Is that the problem? Is it the medium gray? Maybe we could just pare back the medium gray a little bit. You don't think dogs themselves bend like a circle while running in a circle? Well, maybe. I mean, some of them might. But at the same time, like, sometimes you have to make a dog look like it's doing that so that it looks like it's bending in a circle. No, so that it looks like it's running in a circle. Because it's just like a still picture, maybe. You know? And like that, I don't know. I'm just saying. It's possible. Okay, what about that? No. What about... Damn, I don't know. That's tricky. What about this? Okay. That's kind of doing something. Smearing is really cool in your opinion? Hey Darren, you're here before the end of the stream this time? Hell yeah. Well, welcome. I hope you're doing well. You weren't there either, but this is your theory? So she would equip claws in some barbaric armor cat Wolverine build and say I'm Wolverine, fuck him, and then lunge at enemies? What are you talking about, Wolverine, fuck him? This guy? Yeah, that's like more or less the story. That's kind of it. It's like you kind of had to be there, you know? But like if you were there, you know, then you like didn't have to be, I guess. It's one of those kind of things. Where if you were there, it was like, oh sweet, I was there. And then if you weren't, you're like, I'm glad I wasn't. So it's kind of like a lose-lose. You appreciate the tricks artists use to communicate certain feelings or vibes? Like how in Super Mario Wonder, they did strange things with Mario's form to give his animations more personality. You gotta do those things, you know? You've met him like twice and he left a strong memory. Oh, Wolverine fuck him? Or Mario. Mario does leave a strong impression. I think it might be his odor. It's not like bad, it's just memorable. No, smearing? I don't know what that is. Bro, I don't know. I don't know. I can't tell if this looks like a pot. Smearing's the name of a person? I assumed it was an activity, but I don't know. The animation is called a smear. I see, when you like exaggerate it. Check out what they did with Overwatch play of the game animations, you'd love it. Okay. Failed little joke? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Drink damn you? Thanks, Enzim. I'm trying to figure this out. I think I just need to blend this. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, that's the center of the pot, so that should be like that. I think it's okay. I think the problem is maybe that this base is too dark. Okay, let's try that. I think that helps a little. Because it's supposed to be more like silver, I think, and less like dark gray. Maybe we could lighten it even more. Whoa. Okay, and then let's lighten this color even more. Maybe? Oh, hi, Spice Junkie. Mario, Odors, and Wolverine fuck 'em? What have you walked into? Dude, I could not tell you. I don't know. I've been just trying to draw this pot and make it look like metal and make it look shiny. And it's just, that my brain is like spitting out friggin' sparks trying to get it to happen. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. What's all this stuff that were added this stream? No added redeems, but as far as stuff we've worked on so far, it's this, which is me with a pot on my head, which is my profile picture. This one just has taken a while because, well, we had a first draft over here, which we can actually, we can get rid of this now. We don't need it anymore. But yeah, we were drawing this as this.
May you rest in peace.
You know, I think this is okay, actually. I think that this is fine. I think it's in a good spot. I think it's done. Not that metal, you silly Billy. I want the pot to look metal. I should add a guitar. Well, Jabba the Hutt looks metal enough for us, you know? He's got the metal hands. Add some screams, too. Oh yeah, there you go. That'll do it. Okay, so here's the question. Now that this is done. Do I try to make this look like my head was severed? Or do we just kind of not explain that my head is sitting on the ground like a stump? Like that. Because if I try to make it look severed, then we could try to have Tex somehow with like a sword or something. You want it to just be like sitting on the ground. But then I have to figure out how I'm gonna... Okay. Jabba is the best part? That was Slappy's. That was Slappy's idea. Give the bottom of my head roots to make it look like a tree stump? Okay, that I'm not gonna do. That's gonna be way too visually confusing, I think. Kinda needs live on a red block under it. Hiya. Oh, hiya. Sorry, they said hiya. Hi, Mogsy. I thought I was going for a Diglett vibe. Maybe I am. I don't know. Yeah, it could be in the ground. Maybe my entire body's just buried. But I'm fine. Either way, there's me. Okay, let's move on. We'll figure out Tex's thing later. Alright, Finn and Jake from Adventure Time. That's the next thing. Is that guy back there Solaire? It is Solaire! Okay, I'm glad that you can tell. It is. Was that your recommendation? Who wanted the Solaire? Forsaken Stranger wanted Solaire. Yeah. Okay, Finn and Jake from Adventure Time is next. And it's not that I don't remember what they look like, it's just that I'm gonna get a picture of them so that I'm 100% sure I know what they look like, plus I can color pick. Okay, we need a pose. Whose suggestion was this? Devious. Devious, are you here? I don't think I've seen you today. Let's see. There's a lot of different poses of them. Okay, so there's them fist bumping. That's pretty iconic. I'm also trying to think what's gonna be, like, easy to read as a pose for them. They are pretty iconic as far as their look, so I think that we can make them pretty small, and they should still read okay. So then we just need to pick a pose that's gonna be clear for the two of them. They do like laying in the grass. Okay, maybe we can put them laying in the grass. Alright, I'm gonna import the image that I'm working off of so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Just gotta save this. Give it leaves like a plant? What, my severed, not severed head? No. I don't want to do that. I'm not gonna grow leaves. I mean, maybe I will, but like only if I want to. Okay, let's get this Finn and Jake. Here it is. Boom. Where's the bit where Detective Phelps has run someone over and crashed into the tree? Oh, that's a good point. He could have crashed the duck boat. That is something I would have done when I was playing LA Noire. I don't know how I could add Phelps into there at this point, but I do love that idea. That is a really good idea. Maybe we'll circle back to it once I get through more of people's requests. Hi, Night Crusades, what's up? Why would I deprive my own head of photosynthesis? It's the canon? It is the canon. And you know what? We will always know that that's how this boat got here. It's Phelps. He crashed it even if we can't see him? That's right. That's right. You wish you could photosynthesize? Okay, 1, that would be pretty cool. But 2, I like eating. And if I could photosynthesize, I wouldn't need to do that. And that would, I mean, maybe, you know what? I bet photosynthesis is pretty nice. Like, I bet plants are like, hell yeah. When they're getting like good sunshine and they're just like soaking it all in, I bet they're like, oh, this is the fucking best. So, maybe it's even better than eating. Okay, I want to have them in the grass over here. So they're going to be pretty small, so they're going to be identifiable mainly by their color schemes. Okay. I can do this. I can do this. Ben and Jake. His name isn't Jack. Okay. Oblivion OST? It's Skyrim. It's Skyrim. But it is similar. Right? The right family. You're good? You're fighting with mosquitoes, but you're good? Yeah, the mosquitoes are back for the year. At least here. Okay, let's start with his little blue shirt. Okay. So his body is kind of like a pill shape, and then he's got his ears. So let's put him like here. Perfect, it looks like him already. This is great. It's never looked more like Jake, I mean Finn, than ever before. Okay, and then he's got his like legs. Man, drawing them on an angle is gonna make it tricky. Okay. Okay. I'm doing things. He's got his little arm and his backpack and his head. He has his ears as well. It's gonna be tricky to add his little ear things on an angle. Is Finn supposed to be here in the room with us? Finn, are you here in the room with us? Okay, I'm gonna make him less at an angle. I think that will help. I just don't want him to be like totally straight. We're gonna have to make him, I think, like with one little like sideways thing. So he's like mostly straight up, but at an angle a bit. Maybe? I think that's also too wide. Okay, let's make him less wide. Huh. There's his ears. That's what you mean? Where is he? He's here in the room with us. Finn, if you're here, speak. Say things about being a kid and fighting in grass and stuff. Say your piece, Finn. Okay, I need to... I could have them standing. I mean, that might be easier than having them laying down. Ah! But nah. I guess we can have them standing. You know, why not just make it easier? I think that will be easy to do. Okay, so he's got his little ears and stuff. See, they're both like pill shapes, which is kind of perfect for pixel art. That makes it very easy. Alright, let's sample. Sample this. Boop. Okay, we got his hat. And his little face. Boom! And then the pants. Pants. Okay. Hi, Tea Kettle Drone. What's up? What the figa? Hi. How are you? Welcome. I'm drawing Finn and Jake right now, as was requested by Thievius. So welcome. What's up? Why is he missing half of his arm in the proper picture? I don't know. Maybe it was something that was happening in that episode. You're gonna assume you haven't watched Adventure Time? Who's gonna tell him? Oh wait, did he lose his arm in like a later thing? Like a later season? I didn't know that. I used to watch, but I haven't like followed it. Oh well. Damn. I didn't know that. I mean, that's cool, I guess. But that sucks. You have like 10 years ago? Spoilers? Hey, well, I didn't know either. Okay? So, I'm just saying shit. Okay, but I don't want him to just be standing, because I feel like that's not like what they do. Like, they're always like running around and shit. Pretty late so you can't stick around. Love the art streams though. Nice background yapping while you work on things. Yeah, that's what I hope for these, is that they're like very like chill and nice for as like background noise. But yeah, I'm glad you guys are enjoying them. Oh man, it's gonna make him so much it's gonna be so much easier to just make him standing than like running. Okay, let's take him over here for a sec. Oh god, I can't see shit. I want like more space. I guess this is fine. I want to experiment with some different... Because I feel like he can like run like this. And like this. Because he's like a cartoon, so he does things when he's running. That are like that. I don't know. Maybe we just do one straight, one bent. Maybe that's what we do. I don't know. They're all wiggly. Does he have shoes? Jake? Yeah, or Finn? He does. They're black. Okay. Boop. Alright. That's that. And then the arm. So we can do... I don't know. What is his arm gonna be doing? Like... I guess we should draw him with one arm. Since that's a thing. Oh, okay. He's got, like, medium. His sleeves are, like, medium. Okay. Oh, God. Good thing he's recognizable. Like, shape-wise. This also honestly is the kind of place that he would run around, so it all fits. Thievius! Yippee! Finn and Jake! Can I add grass hand? What? What does that mean? What's grass hand? Bro's frolicking? Yeah, dude, you gotta get him frolicking. I feel like they frolic. He gets a hand made out of grass once. Okay. It's gonna be tricky because he's on a background that's grass. So if I want to give him a grass hand, it's gonna be like, a little difficult to tell. But I don't know. I guess I could pick like, it's gonna be the shorter arm. Okay, let's see if we can get another color that's not like the background, but it still looks... So we got a grass hand like that. That just looks weird. The British definition of the slang term faff is to make a fuss over nothing, but the way I use it means spend time doing things in a way that's not well organized and doesn't not achieve much. What does it all mean? Really though, what's faffing? Yeah, Superior's got it. Can put a red sword in it and robot hand like he normally has. Ah, so Figan, now hast but one bare hour to live, and then thou must be damned perpetually. Stand still, you ever-moving sphere of haven, that time may cease the... What the fuck? What? Fair nature's eye, rise again? What the hell? Repent and save my soul? What? Also, Thievius, this is your redeem, and I do want to honor your requests, but you gotta look at the number of pixels I'm working with here. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make this look like he's got a grass hand that's also a robot that's also holding a red sword. This is easier. Put a red sword robot hand. Okay. Robots are metal. Metal is gray. Gray. We need to make a gray that reads better. Gray. Then red sword. You put a link? Can you put it in the Discord? Red sword. Swords are like a sword shape. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what we're working with. How does one request? Is there a list? Do we have to pay money? So it was a channel point redeem. I've paused it for now because I'm trying to catch up on redeems in the Discord. Thank you. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, he has a robot arm. Okay, it's just like a gray metal arm. Okay, cool. I can do that. I'm gonna just put it like that. And there it is. Robot arm. Let's see, what color is it? Yeah, it's like a bright metal color. Okay. Anyway, back to the thing. All right, he's got his little backpack as well, which is green. Different shades of green. Okay. That's okay. That's fine. All right, and then Jake. This is a yellow. Now make the arm as shiny as the pot. Okay, I've got 2 pixels. We got 2 pixels that we're working with, so that's just about enough to make that work, pretty much. Okay. Okay. He's also stretchy, but he's not always stretchy. I don't know. So we can have him be like doing a thing. Maybe he could be like this? Does he like do that? He's probably done that at some point. I don't know. I don't know what he does. He also has little ears and a dog nose, which might be tricky. Should they be holding hands? Is that something that they would do? Pixel art looks so cool, but you're a pencil user. Pixel art on paper sounds both sad and hard. That would be hard. I feel like that would be a lot of work because you have to make sure that you stay in the grid. I can add Finn's sword somewhere. Can I add it? They'd do that? I feel like they would hold hands. Oh, his sword. Okay, I see it. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's doable. It's doable. We just gotta, do this. And then we gotta get the colors of the sword, which is like yellow. Faded yellow. What the fuck is going on? My rancid blood whispers to me, faff, faff, and faff again. My ruined body yearns to reap faffing in this world, and then this foul urge calls. It possesses my whole being. What in the hell? Darkstar, I feel like you are just feeding stuff into an AI, and I don't know what's going on. Okay, the sword is roughly this color. I was in the middle of getting the color. Let's go a little bit darker with that. Okay, and it's probably like this long. Maybe like this. And then we can add the hilt, which is like a black, blue kind of situation. Okay. Boom. And there's a red dot on the hilt, which we can add as well, which is like kind of like this color. Boom. I feel like if you know what that is, you know what it is, but otherwise you're not gonna know because of all the different colors. I feel like it would read better if it was just like this, maybe. But I guess if you know, you know. I don't know. W sword? Okay, Thievius is happy, I'm happy. Also, hi Celebremore. Finn has like 20 cannon swords. That's also true. But this one was requested. This was the requested one. The other thing with Jake is that his head like comes up higher. Like he looks too scrunched down there. For some reason this just isn't like reading as his like vibe. I mean, I want to add his eyes and stuff, but I don't know. Finn has the vibe, but the hat is very iconic. That reads strongly as Finn. It does, but I feel like Jake is gonna be tricky because he doesn't have a lot of like blocks of colors to go off of. It's more like his the way that he I don't know. Jake's eyes are white? Yeah. They normally look black? No. 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 They're white with a black outline. So... Oh? So it's like we could... I'm trying to think, because I feel like what's iconic about it is that there's like black next to white. But if we just do this, it's like a little... I guess it's not that bad, actually. Although if we want to do it properly, we have to do it like this. See, this now just looks like two eyes that are looking towards Finn, but it actually would be him looking the other way. I mean, I could always make him a little bit bigger, and then it might read a little bit better. I could add his little ear flaps. I could. They're also kind of small. But here's my idea, which we're gonna just try. And see? Because he has this little frowny dog nose thing. And then I want... He's stretchy, so he can be any size that I want him to be. So we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna do this. And then we're gonna do that. He looks strange. What about this? No. Looks like Jake's dad. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, his nose. He has a black nose. I don't know. Maybe I have to make him longer? Because now he's a square. And he's not a square. Hey, that's helping define the eyes. Actually really well. Oh, the nose? Jake's dad, or you know what? That's not even worth going into right now. What? Are you gonna do more spoilers? He's starting to look like a FNAF sprite? Maybe. Everything is so small. It is small. I want to make them small because I feel like I can because they're pretty iconic looking. So I don't think it's gonna be too much of a problem for them to read. And I actually, yeah, I don't think it is. It's like Solaire, like he's... Like, I think that this reads as them. I don't know. What else can we do? He has his nose. We don't have his ears, but his ears don't really... They don't really stick up or stick off or stick out. Really, so... You know? Can I make Jake have even more forehead? So, I can, but then the problem starts to become that he gets too big. He's starting to become... I mean, I know he can, like, stretch and scale to any size. But I think that he's actually... Because he also doesn't have that much forehead, if you look at him. Like, his eyes are pretty much at the top. So I feel like this is closer. Did I look at Night Rain at all? You feel like it's the game most designed to punish faffers? Yeah, dude. I haven't, but thank you for the drink redeem. Also, hi, creative. I don't know, like... To me, like, randomly generated endless Elden Ring... I don't know. I don't know about that as an idea. It's tiring one round and you're burnt out. Yeah, right? Like, I don't know. His ears are just in the middle of bouncing up happily. What, like this? I just think that it doesn't, like, that's not his iconic look, you know? His look, his head is like a dome. Yeah? You want him, like, up? I just feel like that implies something that is not true about him. Can I reverse that? Make a round shape? Like this? We could. I just... Never mind. I think that it's good like this. I don't know. I'm not unhappy with it. I think it's okay. I feel like it's Finn and Jake, you know? Can we give Jake a sandwich? How? How? Make it look like a Lego Jake. How do I give him a sandwich? That self-portrait looks really good. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm happy with how it came out in the end. I still don't know about the pot, but it's alright, I think. Just a tan-colored block. I mean... you have to think about these things that you're asking for. Okay, what's the color of bread? It has to be so distinct that you can tell it's bread. Yeah, there's a sandwich. Can I draw him graduating, getting married, and having a family? Yeah, I'll get right on it. Wheat color? Dude, what's the color of wheat? Okay, let's see. This is the most we can do as far as a sandwich. What's the average color of the middle of a sandwich? Maybe this? Boom, there's a sandwich. Like, come on, I can't, you know. No sandwich but BMO? You want BMO? Oh no. Oh no. I do know. Okay. Oh god. Okay, okay, okay. It's fine. No, I'm not upset. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. It wasn't in the original request, but I can do it. We're gonna make BMO. And the only reason I'm agreeing is because I think I can do it in a way that's gonna be really easy. I think. Okay, we're gonna import a BMO. Oh god. Okay, I'm doing this just for the colors so that I don't have to use my brain to get the colors. Oh god. Never mind, replace everything with everything else and then work everything back in? Oh yeah, I'll get right on that. Okay. Oh no! Oh, this is a problem. Okay, here's the problem. I want to put BMO right here, but BMO, unfortunately, is a very similar color to the faffing letters. So if I put BMO right there, it's gonna make it confusing because it's gonna look like it's part of that, and it's not. Also, there isn't a lot of space. Look at them prancing. They're prancing. So like even if I do this, then first of all, they're interacting with Frog Detective, who we don't want to disrespect. And we're kind of interacting with this snail. Anyway, as far as BMO, this is what I was gonna do. BMO. That's it. Check, please. That's what I was gonna do for BMO. That's as much BMO as we can get. We could do the arms, I guess, too. That's as much BMO as we can do. The snail is the lich. Evil snail is canon. If you want BMO, that's as much as we get with BMO. But I think, honestly, I think it kind of looks better without it, and like it fits better. But if you really want BMO, that's what we can do as far as BMO. The arms and legs are required. Okay, Thievius, do we want to keep BMO or no? No? Okay. Bye, BMO. BMO's too silly? Okay, okay, fair enough, fair enough. I'm glad you came to your senses with that. Poor BMO. I can give BMO a hat? No! Can you make sure that Jake is holding the Declaration of Independence and it's all legible? Yeah, I'll get right on it. Here we go, okay. Parchment paper, alright. Okay, perfect. That gives me about, I don't know, 3 pixels to make the entire letters of the Declaration of Independence. Alright, there we go. Here we go. Perfect. Awesome. He's holding it. Everybody can see what that says, right? I'm sorry, I'm just stressing. This is the stress of pixel art. The sandwich can have the Declaration of Independence on it. Can BMO be holding a sandwich? Actually, that looks like the Enchiridion. Hi, Moonlit Lark. Who is BMO, by the way? Oh, it's a Finn and Jake character. This is BMO. So here's Finn, here's Jake, here's BMO. They're buddies. Okay. Anyway. Do we want to give Finn a face? How? How? Look it! How? We can't give him a face. That's what we can do. That's the choice. That's the choice. That's what we can do for his face. Frog fin? That's what we can do, or that. This is amazing. That's the options. Devious, I'll leave it up to you. What do you like? Eyes or no eyes? That's the only option. There's no other way to do that. Why not 2 pixels of tan in the middle? Because there's only 2 pixels in the middle. That's it. That's already his face. That would just, essentially, that would just be changing the color of his face. So, this is the choice. This, or that's it. I think it's fine without, honestly. Because also I think without it, it has his iconic, like, hat, which surrounds his face. This is kind of derpy and silly. It's not bad. But make Finn 18 times larger? Alright, I think we're going with this, and we are done with Finn and Jake. I think that's it. I think that's, there we go. There they are. High five, everybody. There we go. Okay, next thing is spider mites in the tree. We can do that. That's gonna be easy. Spider mites. Okay, Slappy, are you still here? You were here a second ago. I need your expertise because I don't want to Google a picture of spider mites. What color are spider mites? In my mind, they're like a light tan, but I don't know. What do you got? Translucent white. Okay, that's gonna be easy to it's gonna be easy to draw. Okay. Perfect. Okay, they're translucent white. I feel like that. Don't forget that they all have 6 legs. This was your request, so I can't fight you too hard. Some are red, but they're not gonna have 6 legs. Look at the pixels. Look at what's happening. Look at the pixels. In my mind, each spider mite was 1 pixel. 8 legs? Because we can have it be like a big mite. It's like I don't know. There's no way. I don't know. Oh, I feel so bad for the tree. Draw a flying dragon. Hi, Steven. Man, a spider on Jake to bite him like in that one episode. They're arachnids, the bastards. You were thinking the same thing as me? What, dots? Or just that you feel bad for the tree? I feel bad for the tree. I don't want it to have mites. Because it's so pretty and it's gonna have mites. Okay, anyway. Well. Give the tree osteoporosis? No. You can't take back the ask, though? I mean, you could change it to something else if you want. But we can also give the tree spider mites. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Like, this is kind of what I was thinking. It's like that. Like, it's got little mites. Like that. I do think it makes the tree look uglier, I will say. But it is canon. It was requested. You can live with that. It looks like I added gold to the tree. It's infested. I know, I hate it. I don't like it. It's a community. It's a community of mites. A tree with the grace of gold. The minor Erd tree. The grace of mites. Okay, we added the mites. Alright. Oh god. Okay, Texas is next. Shit, this is gonna be so hard. Oh god, what do we do? What do we do with this request? This is Lady Trina's purple tree. We need someone to request ladybugs later to eat the mites. That's true. If I open the request back up, we could do that. Okay. Tex's request is next in line. Her original request was her stabbing me with a knife. Then it was choking. Then it was chasing me on her bicycle with a knife. You'll add a sandwich for Jake if I open it back up? Okay, I'm not opening it. Like a 20 pixel size sandwich? No, there's no space for that. I'm not sure we should open it back up. We have to finish everything first. Then we'll consider it. Okay. Text. Oops. Just put mites. First of all, where? Then second of all, how? I feel like... I'm thinking. Maybe a sun sandwich? The idea of being able to spray mites from nothingness is terrifying. I agree. That is horrible. I don't like it. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, okay, the bike. Well, let's add a new layer. Text, bike, knife. So part of me is like, she could be up here. Like, you know, like when you see in like a movie when there's like two people like chasing each other on the horizon or whatever. As like a comedy thing. So she could be up there. There's not a lot of space. And I would have to make it pretty small. You think you'll go get some Taco Bell actually? Thanks. They should start paying me for this. What, because of the Taco Bell logo? Honestly, I'm just glad it reads that way. Is that Taco Bell on the bus? I'm so glad that you could tell it was Taco Bell. This was Tony's, redeem. I should use my portrait. So that was what I was thinking originally, is just to add her here. Okay, okay. I could move the Undertale dog. I could move the Undertale dog. And then I could put her here. Okay, okay. This is what I'm gonna do, I think. I'm gonna add blood onto my stump, my head stump, and then I think I'm gonna try to put Tex with a sword to imply that she cut my head off. I feel like she'll be happy with that. You don't mean that because my hair is dirty? Who would be a good sponsor for me? Shampoo? I guess because I have a lot of hair. Oh no, oh god, here we go. Here we go, what? What, my idea? Oh no. What does Tex even look like? You know what? I actually do vaguely know. I don't know what she looks like currently, but at one point, a long time ago, she posted like a selfie in the Discord. So I vaguely know. I don't know what she looks like now, but at the time she had blue hair. So I think that we'll just do like a person with blue hair and a sword, and yeah, I think I can make it work. But we're gonna move the Undertale dog. It's kind of sad because I did like the idea that these two dogs were like playing, you know, like it's like a dog play corner. Like I think that's cute. But the Undertale dog could go anywhere, so we don't need it to be here. We could put him... Oh, but he was so cute with the other dog. They were dogs together. Tell Gimli Thievius says hi. Where is Gimli? Gimli, he's out. He's nosing around. Thievius says hi, Gimli. We could put the Undertale dog poking out of this side. Okay, we can do that. Let's do that. Okay. Do we want to put him like this? It's kind of weird because he's like levitating. Although that is canon, right? Doesn't the dog, Undertale dog, levitate in the game? I think it does. Why not below Finn and Jake? Oh, well, because then he's like too big, you know? He's implied that he's like very, very large. He's on a rope at some point. Right, I remember that. That's true. He is God? I thought that he had some like qualities of, I don't know. Because here it was perfect because it was like, oh, he could be standing on the ground, you know? He could also be here. I just don't really want him to be like too front and center because he is very distinct and very bright. I don't want him to like steal the show too much. I feel like this is an okay spot. He is just levitating, which is a little bit weird, but I mean, he could be standing on Wolverine's shoulder. I just don't want him to like take away from Wolverine, you know? Now it looks like he's napping on the tree stump. Where else could we put him? We could have him like standing on Gimli over here. But again, I don't want him to be like too front and center. I feel like this is an okay spot. Over here, I don't love it, but it's okay. What about popping out behind the banner? What, the Gone banner? The problem is just his angle. He could be popping out from behind the car. It does kind of imply that he's very large, again, which I don't really love, but let's see. We could put him like popping out here. Put him behind the tree with Frog Detective. Yeah, that's possible. It does kind of take up this like pretty good real estate here on the ground, which could be used for something else. So that's kind of a bummer, but okay, I'm thinking we could also move Wolverine up a little bit and have him down here, like right there. Move Solaire to the other side. I think Solaire is okay. I'm happy with how these three also like work together, kind of. I feel like they have like a mythical quality, all of them. Thievius, you can't just keep adding to other people's requests. Give Solaire a bonfire. No, he's good. He's chilling. He's fine. Okay, I'm thinking, do I want to move Wolverine? I think that might be okay if I move him up and then put the dog there. I think that could be fine. Alright, let's do that. Okay, where is he? Here he is. Am I gonna be able to move him? No, I'm not. Not as one object. That's kind of annoying. I could merge him together. I guess I'm okay with that. Okay, that's fine. Alright, we can get rid of that. And then we can do this. Okay. There's not that much of him. Okay, we have to extend his shirt a little bit so that he's not wearing like a crop top. Let's see. How do I want him? I guess like that is okay. I'm also just thinking about like what parts of the tree he's covering up. I don't know. I think that's okay. You're so sorry for this inconvenience? What happened? Wolverine's spot is great. No, it's okay. It's okay. I agree, his spot is great, but I think that we can put the Undertale dog here. Let's just try it out. See, this is, as we get closer to the end, this is what's gonna start happening as well, because we have a lot of things to try to fit in and we're running out of space. So this was always gonna be part of the process. But everything will fit and it will be okay. Okay, that's kind of a cute spot. Plus, I like that the dog is with the lobster. I think that's cool. Okay. I'm just thinking I want him to be... I want him to be behind Wolverine, but I don't want his face to be covered up. But his face is kind of getting covered by Wolverine's arm. But I don't want him to be like sticking out too far. Like it'd be kind of cool if he was like this, but then his face will be completely covered. I guess he could be like this, implying that he's like behind Gimli, not actually even in the background. You're back with fake chicken, real noodle soup, real? Whoa. Some things are just gonna be inflexibly flying, you think? Possibly. But you know, I'm willing to struggle over this. I'm willing to do that. To make it all look good and fit. Okay, this versus this. Because if we have him down here, we could put Wolverine kind of closer to his original spot as well. What's fake chicken? Tofu? It's a formulation of soy and wheat and shredded vegetables for flavor. That one was too far. The fake chicken but real noodle soup real. What, is that gonna be your next username, Superior? You're struggling deciding to eat bulldog spicy ramen or not? That shit is so spicy. It's delicious, but it's so hot. No, that's not gonna be your new handle? I don't know, give it time. It'll grow on you. Okay, let's just try this out. Let's just see how this kind of looks. Yeah, see, this, I don't want this, because his head is not gonna read well. You gotta be able to see his little ears and face. Whoa! Oh, Tony! Hey, what's up, guys? Thank you for the raid. How's it going? I saw you were eating some snacks. Hi, Yuji. Hi, Ruff. Hey, BB. What's up, guys? I'm struggling to try to fit some stuff in right now. Shuffling a couple things around. But welcome, everybody. How was your stream, Tony? I do like those snack boxes. Did you and Ruff eat them together? The snacks, then a silly boss gauntlet? Oh yeah, the boss gauntlet. If people don't know, Tony has been doing this like boss challenge. So you're trying to beat like the devil from Cuphead and this like Sekiro boss and then this other boss in the game Hades. Like is he like the final boss from that game? Like trying to do them all back to back without dying in any of the games. It's been fun. I've been tuning in. It's tough though. Shit. It looks really hard. You guys had the snacks together? Where were they from this time? Because I know you've been getting them from like different countries and stuff. It's very entertaining. You reached attempt 99? Oh, damn. I feel like Cuphead, like, the way that that game is, like, you're supposed to just, like, die in a heartbeat. So I feel like that one is really just gonna, like, there's not a lot of wiggle room, you know? Taiwanese snacks today? Hey, cool. Was there anything good? Okay, let's see. Where do I put this freaking little dog? Okay, first, I think I want to move Wolverine back. I want to put him back. This guy could go like here. He could also go like here. Little dog. This. Is that bad? Hi Alex, hi Vothmort. I'm a beast and a queen. Time out a simp in your honor. Okay. Thank you. Cuphead has been the one stopping you the most. Yeah, I mean it's just I feel like you can just die so quick that like yeah. I feel like you have to just do that one first. I don't know. It's hard. What if the dog is in the water, submerged? No! No, I don't want him to be like... I don't want it to be implied that he like can't breathe. It's very sweaty, that's what makes it entertaining. I mean, I would struggle. I would struggle. It's a very hard challenge you've set for yourself. Hello people, nice reflection in the pot. Okay, I'm glad you like it. I struggled a lot, so I'm glad that it looks good. Okay, we can move the Undertale dog later. That is a fine spot. The point is, we have to draw Tex cutting my head off. Or having just cut my head off. Sophiga fighting Melania was a challenge run. It was. It was. I decided to do it in a way that was difficult, and that's my choice. But yes, it was. I spend 4 hours on bosses in Elden Ring. Yeah, your point is? What's your point? What are you trying to say? What are you saying, Slappy? I'm waiting. Okay, I need to add blood on my head. Let's add a layer for head blood. Okay. Blood. Draw Tex in stereotypical French clothes. Well, I'm hoping that she pops in at some point so that I can get her approval on an outfit. Because I'm gonna have to just be kind of making it up. Okay. Black and white stripes. Also, way to just move on, Slappy. Beret, red scarf, black and white stripes with a baguette. Well, here's the thing. So she, a long time ago, sent a selfie, so I know roughly what she looks like. And then also, she sent a photo of her closet. So we do have a photo of her clothes as well. So I could put together something that's roughly accurate. But, you know. It's not like I got nothing to go on. You wish you could leave your own consciousness to experience what it would be like to see this with no knowledge of Sophiga 7? You know, that's a good point. I don't know. I bet that's a very different experience than you guys just seeing it and knowing what the fuck is going on. Although maybe you're seeing it and you don't know what the fuck is going on. Also very possible. I barely know what's going on, so... You know, there's that. Okay. Okay, that's definitely blood. And then we gotta add, like, shiny parts. Maybe that's too bright. Too bright. I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we'll just leave it like this. Okay, I think that's fine. Alright. And now it starts. Is that my severed head? Yes. It wasn't originally. And we may not include the blood. Her closet was a panoply of bright colors. You glazed over that like honeyed ham? Yeah, you did. So, okay, because, you know, the head is there. You don't need the blood, you know? We can come back to that point later. We have it if we need it. So it's there. So now we have to draw text. Okay, I have a thought in mind, and we'll just see what I can fit here and what I can do. Headless Sophiga, the pot is fine, thankfully. At least the pot is okay. There's no guarantees that would make you forget. It would just hurt real bad and break your skull. What? Oh, to give yourself a concussion? Yeah, that's true. Okay. Okay, my thought is this. So I want a sword. For sure. Like that. And then she... Okay, we've got, like, the hilt. Might need to move Chris Patrick a little bit, too. Just so we have space. Hello, sir. Okay, that's fine. Okay, it's okay. Just to give us some room. Okay, she's holding the sword. And then I want her, like, hair coming down. And then arms like this. Okay, I'm doing a thing. And then she can be standing. I feel like it's things. A thing is forming. How do I want her legs? Like, how do people stand when they've cut someone's head off? Heroically, maybe? I don't know. How do they stand? We should raid TT sometime. Oh, Tony? I think that Tony's new schedule is 6 to 9. So it like lines up just perfectly that we can't. But we should, because Tony's community is great. And Tony's stream is super fun. There's so much unpacking here. You'd think we were moving house. Decapitating stance is front leg, knee bent, back leg straight. Damn, you fucking knew that quick. Okay, what? That's strange. Gonna have to ask you about that later. Okay, I also think that she should have a skirt because I feel like I noticed a lot of those in her closet. So we can do a skirt. God, see, I'm gonna put all this effort into this and then she's gonna be like, that's not what I look like, I hate it. And I'm gonna be like, fuck. Okay. Okay. And then front leg bent is behind my head. And then back leg straight. Maybe the skirt is ruining my life. Oh hey Hansi, Tony's supposedly gonna add a feet cam too, right Tony? Oh yeah, no, I mean I've been waiting for that for a while. I'm assuming feet is still alive. Tony, don't do it. I think feet's still alive. Feet is still alive? Well, yeah. Feet died a while ago? Bro. That's fucked up. Can't believe you killed Feet. If people don't know, Tony had a succulent named Feet. And so then there was like a redeem to be like show Feet. It was pretty good. It was a pretty good bit. Sorry to explain the joke. I just know that people are gonna be like, what? Oh, okay. But yeah, feet cam. There you go. That's a good point, Hansi. I feel like we should stay on that. Can't let him forget. Because, you know, life gets busy and then you don't remember the important things in life. Thought you meant it would be okay if his feet were still alive as opposed to being dead. Never thought to name your plants? You know, I haven't really either, but it's a good call. Okay, here's the other thing I'm realizing as I'm drawing this sketch is that where you've completely covered the Oblivion Pillar Crush guy. Which is unfortunate. I'm trying to think if there's a way to fix it. Maybe? Maybe there is? There could be. There could be. If we move Jabba a little bit and move this rabbit somewhere else, put Circle Dog down here, move my head over, Tex over. Oh boy. Oh god. I'm trying to do all this stuff in my brain. I'm trying to think if I actually want to do that or not. You're gonna name your apple tree the Tree of Woe? What, after like Oblivion? You named your pet aloe vera Rig when you were like 7? That's cute. I like that. Should have named it Shabby. Oh, Stabby. Okay. I should just keep sketching, I think. I'm just like worried if I keep sketching and then it doesn't like fit correctly in the space that I'm trying to put it in and stuff. But okay, her body would be like here, and then legs, and then I'm just trying to think like how I want her to be standing. I don't really know. She could be standing straight, I guess, but that's not very like active as far as like an active pose. She could just have like a wide stance. I'm also trying to get it to like fit in the amount of space that I have. Okay. I think that's okay. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, okay. I'm hoping people are seeing the vision of what this is. Conan the Barbarian erasure. That's your punishment for glazing over the topic earlier. After Oblivion, no, the Tree of Woe is from Conan the Barbarian. Oh, I see. Drink damn you? Thanks, Steven. I see you're putting your whole heart and soul into my own death. Well, listen. Tex has been here a long ass time. The only person who still comes around that chats that's been here longer than Tex is Ross. So I gotta put some respect on the drawing. I mean, I've put a lot of effort into everyone's drawings, but I gotta, you know, I gotta do it justice. Looks like a katana? It's supposed to! So that's good. That's good. I figured that's what Tex would use, but I don't know. The well listen is so funny to you. I mean, it's true. She's been here. It's some shit. Okay. Alright, then we got like a skirt line and a shirt like this, I guess, and the arm. I'm just trying to like define everything now, make sure that it's all correct. Okay, I don't know. It's, I don't know, it's correct enough. It's not like anatomically accurate, but it's also, her proportions are off because I'm trying to get it to fit in the frame, so that's okay. Let's do that, I think. Okay, okay, that's fine. I think that looks okay. I feel like I've made that like look correct enough given the amount of space. Okay. I feel like that's alright. God damn, okay. And there's the blood. Let's turn it back on. We'll see how we feel. Hi, Beach Cookie. Greetings, everyone. That's a nice looking banner so far. Thank you. Right? I love how, like, chaotic it is. But it still works, I feel like. I feel like it hasn't reached that breaking point of being, like you can't look at it, you know? But thank you. I'm glad you like it. You were here for longer? You were just lurking? Oh yeah, you were lurking back in the day? She would use one of those big Australian knives? Oh, you think so? I feel like Tex would use a katana. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know what she would use. Maybe she would use like a baseball bat or something. But she did say a knife, so... I mean, she didn't say a sword, but she said a knife. Okay. I'm trying to think if I want to make any changes to the, like, skeleton of this before I start making it more finalized. I think it's okay. Okay. Oh boy. Alright, I'm gonna make a copy of this just because I'm scared that I'm gonna fuck something up. So we'll just put that over here for now. Okay. Her hair is blue. I guess we can start with that. This rendition of Tex is giving you pixelated indie action game with a punk female protagonist vibes. I feel like that's, yeah, that's what I'm going for. I feel like that fits. I feel like that fits her vibe. I don't know, she'll, I'm sure, tell me and disagree, but that's okay. She's not here right now, so she can't stop me. Okay, What I remember from the photo is that her hair was like a very like blue, but I think it was like a true blue color, like not quite like this, but like this color, but if it was like on someone's hair. But I feel like I want to go a little bit more like electric blue with it, just because I think it'll fit the vibe of the character a little bit more. Plus, I feel like that always looks really pretty in pixel art. Just a question of like how electric we want to go. I feel like we could start with this and then like highlight it and stuff. Hi Left Eye, Dr. Sophiga in the mainframe. I'm trying so hard. This is tricky. Okay, maybe I want actually a darker one for the outline, and then we'll get some like highlights going. I want darker, like this. Maybe, okay. Okay. Because I do like this shape that I created a lot. I feel like it's doing some work for this looking like hair. Okay. Okay. Alright. I'm trying to think if I want this line here. Because I want it to kind of look like it has a part, but I don't know if I want the line like there. Hi, Artist Power. For sure all the chaotic stuff really complements each other. I'm glad you think so. I feel like it does. Okay, let's do that. So where would the part be? The part would be like here, kinda. We could put it like there. Okay, maybe. It's kind of a tough spot. We can leave it like that for now. And then we can do this. Like that. Okay. And then let's fill this in. Oh god, I don't know. This is difficult. Maybe like that. Okay, I think that's good. And then we can do this, maybe? Oh god. I feel like it's happening. I feel like it's working. Just got Sophiga Italian Mafia vibes. I gotta give it some respect. Well, it's Tex after all. Okay. So, a few things I'm thinking about. One is... Okay, I need to darken this blue so that it's like more like shaded on the underside of the hair, and then I want to highlight this a little bit more. Oh god, this is requiring a lot of brain power. Doing this like this. I think I want this whole thing like dark. Maybe. Oh boy. Maybe. I'm not sure. Because I still want it to look like fluffy and shiny and stuff. Maybe like that? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's going on. Maybe that. Maybe this. Okay. It's kind of doing a thing, kinda. I feel like it's doing something. I just want to highlight it now. Oh god, okay, where is it gonna be shiny? It's gonna be shiny like... that? Maybe? Like that? Where's the shininess gonna be? Maybe like this? I don't know. Okay, I'm also gonna shade this a little bit more. Okay, just to blend it, I think. Okay. Okay. I don't know. Okay, I think it's okay for now. So, you guys come here often? I know I've gone down the hole with this hair and it's gotten quiet. I think this is a thing. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. It's fine for now, I think. Maybe. You're excited to see Tex's reaction to this? I am too. She's been showing up the last few times, although it's kind of late in the stream, so I feel like she may not show up today, which is fine. But I'm curious too. You try, but you find yourself only capable of being here to a small degree, like you're always really somewhere else, no matter how here you are. You think she'll enjoy it, but maybe secretly you predict grudging approval? I think so. I don't know. I want to keep working on the hair. Something's not right about it. I think I'm... like, I really like this, like, shape that I have here, but I feel like I need to think a little bit more about, like, where the light would be so that it makes sense, because right now... I don't think it makes sense. So... Also, hi! Please, Hamney? Hi, what's up? You feel like she'll just give a straightforward judgment of that kinda looks like me or something? No statement of the quality and only on the resemblance? For her, that's a compliment, though. If she's not actively berating it, it's a compliment. Okay. I think I need to figure out the proper lighting for this when my brain is less tired. But it's not in a bad spot. Okay, as far as colors for clothes. Maybe we could just do the face first. Let's just start with this and then go... like that. That's like vaguely what I remember. Okay, I want it to be like her chin and like a mouth. I don't want to do eyes. In my mind, the eyes are covered. I'm trying to think if this would fill the entire space. Yeah, I guess so. I feel like she also has like Probably like red lipstick. I just don't know how to do like I want it to be like a smile, but not too. So this is gonna be tricky with this amount of pixels. Oh my god. Give the severed head a sandwich? No! What the fuck? How would I even do that? Like just next to it? I think that somebody did redeem a sandwich though, so we can put a sandwich next to it. I mean, that also kind of works. Okay, let's try this. I don't know. You don't want it to be too, what is that, Joker-y? Yeah, the lip color. We can keep messing with it. Maybe we can make it like darker. Red. That helps a little bit. That's a new one to you? You feel like... Oh yeah, I read that. Okay. Has it been around for a while? What, the emote? What is this? Why so serious? Yeah, it's like a Joker emote. That is a weird one. Okay, let's go for this a little bit. I'm trying to think if I want to like define the face at all. I feel like it needs something, but I don't know how to really do too much. There's not a lot of space. So I don't know. I definitely want to shade it though, so we can do that just for the eyes. Okay, I don't know. For now, that's okay. We can keep working on it. And then there's the neck. Okay. Just like implied to be right there. We can make the shoulder like less aggressive there. Okay, what color should the shirt be? I don't know. We could also make that, yeah, okay. That's better. Maybe. Guess we could level this off. I don't know. Okay. I guess I can give her more of like an elbow. Like right now she doesn't really have an elbow. Hola friends, hi Zero Cool. You doubt anyone would ever post it unironically? Post what unironically? The Joker face? If it's old, you have to give respect for the Twitch community for not adopting it as their hero? How are you doing, Zero Cool? Good to see you. I'm drawing text right now. Having just cut off my head with a samurai sword. So, I'm trying to figure out what I want to have it look like. I guess we could give her a real elbow. I suppose that's a good thing to do. People like having proper limbs. Usually. Okay. That's fine. I still don't know what color her shirt should be, or how it should look like. I mean, I could just like lean into the whole like samurai sword vibe. Is that me with a pot on my head? It is. Because of my profile picture. How about switching out the sword with the baguette? Oh my god, she would totally not go for that. Black and white stripes? Maybe. I feel like that's just too, like, I don't know. I feel like I could give her something, like, really cool, though. We could go for, like, a tank top or something? I feel like a tank top and a skirt is, like, a good vibe. It's, like, a good look. I don't know. We can always switch it up, too. Later. Okay. What the fuck was I gonna do? Yes. Also, tank top's easy to add because it's, like, not very complicated as far as, like, a piece of clothing. Okay. We can then erase this and do this. Okay. Alright, and then the hands are like... Oh gosh. You know, just some pixels over here. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it too hard. Otherwise, it's not gonna make sense. Okay, what color do we want the tank top to be? And a beret? No beret! I don't think she would go for that. I don't think she would like that. So I used the wrong color here. Okay. Alright. We can make it black. I feel like black is like classic. For a tank top? I don't know. It's easy enough to change the color later anyway. Okay. I'm using my mouse. It's just like such a habit to use it that I find myself doing it even though I have like a nice drawing pad. Okay. How do I want this to be like shaped? Like this, maybe? Huh? Okay. Oops. Like this? I don't know. Alright, we'll just keep figuring it out. The worst part of this is that it really recontextualizes the profile picture. Now the skull hidden in the background feels fitting. Oh, because it's like going on the severed head vibes. You know, it's okay. It wasn't my intention, like, in that photo to have it be like my head is severed, but, you know, that's life. Sometimes your head gets severed, I guess. You know? I feel like that's relatable for people. Happens to the best of us. I don't know. I feel like this needs more, like, shape to it. Oh, there we go. Okay, that kind of fits. That kind of works. Okay, I'm okay with that. Okay. Okay, that's doing something. Okay. I'm okay with that. You know, you never thought of the background as a hidden skull, even after finding it in the original? Well, you know, it's there. But I feel like the point of the art is that, like, you can see different things in it, and, like, I don't know. So like I'm not super set on it being one thing or another. Ruins your whole day when your head gets severed. It's fair, it's true. It, you know, it is kind of a day ruiner a little bit, but I feel like you can get past it. It's not like definitive. This is actually coming out okay, I think. Surprisingly. I thought that this would be much harder. Like, it's not easy, but it's not as impossible as I thought it would be. Because it's like, not only do I have to like draw a person that we know, I have to like draw a person like in pixel art, like with a sword and stuff. It's happening. Okay, skirt color. We could go pink maybe? I'm trying to think. I think that her dog, I feel like she did like blue and pink colors for her dog maybe at some point. I'm just trying to think of like what she would do. It'd be easy if she was here. She could just tell us. Okay, but what shade of pink? See, a more blue pink kind of goes with the hair a little bit. So that's kind of cool. Let's see. You don't know? You don't know about what? About the color? I don't know either. The thing is with this stuff, it's pretty easy to change later, so if I just make a skirt, then we can fix it in post. If I do a lot of shading, it's not as easy to fix later, but if I just kind of do something, it's not too bad. Okay, so then in this case, then the skirt would be extending like out here, so then this part is gonna be like behind. Like that. I guess. Tex never misses a stream. She precisely arrives to the streams that she intends to. Yeah, exactly. She just doesn't intend to watch them all. Which is fair, you know? I mean, you can only take so much. Okay, the body of the skirt, we can have it be like a little bit lighter, maybe. Alright. I don't know. Okay, let's try maybe lines. I think this is like too bright. That's too gray. That is too similar to the other pink. I guess that's okay. She might be here now, silently judging. I mean, if she was here and she wasn't saying anything about this, I would be impressed. But I do get it. Sometimes you want to lurk and you just like you're not up to like chat and be active and stuff. So I do get that. So no hate, but I would be amazed because I feel like she would totally have thoughts about this. For sure. I don't know if I like that as a shape. Maybe we could just do something like that. I feel like that's okay. Not like great. Might not want to affect the process until it's done and then trash it. I guess that's true. There's always that possibility. You know what? Let's give her a belt. Because I feel like, why not? Let's actually go like this. I want like don't know. Like that, maybe? Okay, her waist is like there, so then the belt's like... I guess it would just be there. Maybe it does need to be brighter. Like that? Maybe like this? Okay, maybe that? I feel like then the waist is like too low, almost. This is tricky because the arm is kind of blocking like right where I want the waist to be, and it's not gonna read if I have it there. But I feel like, I don't know. Might not... Oh, I see. Another bizarre read you're getting is that this implies that I'm just much bigger than Tex, making this a bizarre David and Goliath situation. It kind of does, but we're leaning into like the perspective a little bit. I agree it's not really proportionate, but it's supposed to be like perspective, which is a little bit broken because her hand is in front of the pot here, but we're gonna move her later. I just want her in front right now so I can see what I'm doing, but it is supposed to be like perspective. But yeah, it does imply that she's like large. Leave her legs purple? I mean, she could have like purple stockings on or something like that. I just would want it to read that it's her legs, because the skirt is kind of like not reading very well, so there's that as a problem. So like I just want to make sure that it reads. You wear glasses? That's cool. We're just all names, the smallest thing you can be. I have big face. That's fair, aside from the times I've seen what other chatters look like. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I only know... Ah! I only know what a couple of you look like. How can I make this skirt shape, like, more... It's just so, like... I don't know. It's, like, ill-defined, kinda. I think it's just because it's covered on the one side. I feel like it's just making it tricky. Because it's, like, implying things about the shape that I don't really want it to, but I can't fix it. What kind of skirt is it? I'm thinking that it has like some amount of like extra cloth to it, but not a lot. Which means that it needs to have a fold of some kind. But then the question is where? Well... See, that implies like pants. Like that. I don't know. Oh, that was different? What happened? That is fair. Ah? Do I wear glasses? I don't. For now, anyway, I have good vision. I don't know. I guess that's okay. As far as implied shape. It gives it, like, direction a little bit. You have prescription glasses, but you don't wear them? Isn't that, like, bad for your eyes? I've always heard that. It, like, gives you eye strain. You never lost your close vision even though you're old? Oh, that's cool. I just kind of assumed that I'm going to because of, like, using computer screens a all my life and like eye strain, but I don't actually know. I feel like it just depends, like everybody's different. My mom wears glasses, but my dad has really good vision. And I've always had good vision. Ah! Bless you. Bernie, bless you. Welcome. I feel like that doesn't usually surprise me because usually it's like things are like pretty loud in here, but we're just so quiet that I got surprised. Okay, this is not looking bad. I feel like it's just that skirt side, which is kind of a problem. Like, I could always just like move her over a little. I don't know, fuck it. Should you feel your identity threatened? The skirt looks fine? Okay, I'm glad. I don't know about the colors, but you know what? Tex is probably gonna come in here and tell me some shit about how it should be. Oh, I read Bernie. Yeah, berries and cream. I got it. Berries and cream, berries and cream. You're a little lad who loves berries and cream. I love that too. Well, welcome. Okay, well, now we just gotta do the sword. Katanas. Oh god. Okay, I'm trying to think about colors because it's metal. But then, like, doesn't have to be. Cream, cream, buttercream? Let's put a dead animal on you? Excuse me. What the fuck? Why? Why you gotta do that? There ain't no need for that. I feel like let's just make this sword like not metal and just make it like a color. Do I wear contacts? I don't. That's what I was saying. I have good vision. I don't do any of that. Not that it's wrong or something. I just don't. You've had berries and cream, mainly fallen off a cake. The berries don't really add to the cream. Excuse you. I don't know what the hell kind of fruit you're eating. But, I mean, damn. I just don't agree. I do not agree. You have no opinion on this topic? Okay. Fine. Have no opinion on this topic. See if I care. You're gonna be 85 in a nursing home telling people how good berries and cream Starburst were? What? Berries and cream Starburst? That is not what I thought you were talking about. I thought you were talking about fruit. I guess I shouldn't assume that in this day and age. Look up berries and cream Starburst commercials? You must be showing your age? Well, I thought you were 85 in the nursing home. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, let me... I'm trying to make this sword, like, sword properly. It's gotta properly sword itself. Maybe I liked it better before I doubled it. I don't know, maybe I didn't. It's really hard to get curved lines to look right because They either want to be like too straight or too curved, and it's really tricky. For some reason I want this sword to be green. I don't really know why. Doesn't really make sense. But I kind of want it to be green. Sorry you just felt particularly passionate about it for a second? Okay, gassy the butt? Whoa. What about the berries and cream thing? You don't think you've had it? Oh, berries and cream starburst? You had a friend who really liked the commercial? And they tried to learn to heel. You tried to learn to heel click together? Heel clicking is fun. Like when you like run and like tap your heels together. Like you jump up. Good one? Did you think of that yourself or hire a homeless dude to author that gem? Oh, gassy the butt? I mean, I liked it. I support it. Okay, I'm trying to make the sword look shiny. It's really hard. It's really hard. I struggled with this earlier with the pot to make it look shiny. Oh god. How do I make it look shiny? Oh boy. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, that just looks weird. The streamer supports Gassy the Butt? I guess. Do I support it? Maybe I'll pull a Slappy and say I have no opinion on this topic. You made it up also? You think you've said that before? It gets funnier each time? The text on the bus is fighting the sword a bit? That's true, they are. They are. What can we do? Okay. We can move the sword. Change the color. I feel like it'd be easy enough to just move the sword a little bit. I do like how it looks though. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Alright, so for it to fight less, it needs to be either up straighter or more angled. I'm just thinking about what I want. I don't know. I don't know what I want. It's also tricky to get like the exact right curve with this. Okay, what about that? And then we go... Oops. Forgot that this is not on a separate layer. this. I don't really like how it's lining up with this duck. Like, that's kind of unfortunate. Okay, soap. Oh, you're just gonna call me soap? I mean, I don't know. Is soap better than gassy the butt? Maybe. I don't want the sword to be too short either. I feel like it should be impressive. It should, like, stand out. Can make it really long. I don't want it to cover the duck either. Oh, it's tricky. It's gotta not cover the duck, not interact with the words. Has to be the right curvature. I guess that's kind of fine, like threading the needle like this. Should it be green? I don't know. Any thoughts on what color the sword should be, anybody? Because I kind of like the green. I feel like it's like cool, but it's not really, it's kind of random. Green or purple makes it look like a lightsaber. You're not sure? I was thinking of like green glass or something. What about metal color? I guess like we could do a metal color. It's just like metal colors are all like, I mean like gray. I guess you could do like bronze or I feel like it should be like a gray, like silver type of thing. What if we do like a green silver? Green glass? See, I feel like that would be cool. Like a glass sword. No? Only the emerald blade can slay Pot Figa? Yeah, like an emerald blade, yeah. What's going on in this picture? You're late to the party? Well, okay, so this is so right now when we end the stream there's no like end of stream like banner that goes up when the stream's offline. And so I thought we would make one together, and so this is full of like everyone's redeems. So I turned the redeems off for now because I'm trying to catch up on everyone's requests, but these are like all different things that people wanted me to add. So right now I'm working on this, which is one of my chatters. She wanted to be stabbing me in the neck, so I settled for her having cut off my head, which I think is like, I think is a good compromise. Hard to explain. It looks cool how the hair covers her eyes. I thought that that was a good look. It's honestly wild to me that you expect to have room to open them back up. I mean, it's pretty crowded, but there's still a lot of empty space. I mean, does she really? I don't know. We'll see when I'm done with everything that we have. We are getting to the end of people's requests, so like it's getting there. And we're not out of space. There's space. And we still haven't even done the sky yet, you know? So like if people want to request various birds, like that's easy. We can add that. Or blimps or I don't know, rockets or the moon or something. Request various birds. Well, you know, that's what, yeah. Also, let's put this on its own layer. I feel like I should have just done that anyway. Okay, I'm gonna go with like a green glass sword, because I think that would be cool. And I don't know if Tex would have that, but she could. I wouldn't put it past her. Let's see. We need it to be shiny. Oh, Birdie! Oh my god! What's up? Speaking of OGs. How are you? You really liking the pixel madness? Birdie has also been here for a long time too. Oh man, I wish that the requests were open right now so you could add something to this mess. But good to see you. What's up? I'm sorry that it's not open. Okay. I mean, we might be able to make an exception. If you had an idea, I could possibly, I don't know, talk to the people in charge and see if I can just sneak it in. Not tell nobody. Possibly. An exception for superior underscore? I mean, Birdie's been here for a long time. You're thinking about the reflective effect and you're not sure if your ideas would work? Kind of want to open a program and workshop things before you suggest them? You can suggest. It's okay, I'm just trying things out. Okay. I think I want this to be bigger. Like the area. I'm just trying to figure it out myself, so, you know. Redeem birds fighting an evil big bird in the sky? Okay, well, the redeems are closed, so... I don't have to do that. So that sounds like it would be hard. Oh, Birdie! Hey, thank you. Bless you. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know if this is working or not. I can't tell. Kind of. Oh, Birdie! Throwback?
Bird sneezed out 100 bits. Gross. Throwback Sophiga 1 face palm Sophiga 1 pentactive Sophiga 1 hat Sophiga 1 hey Sophiga 1 hey Sophiga 1 carb Sophiga 1 face palm Sophiga 1 hello Sophiga 1.
Damn, no TTS? Thank you, Birdie. Whoa. There is, yeah, there's TTS. It's for bits. There's like a lower limit it has to be above, but it's pretty small. It's just so that people don't do like 1 cent over and over. Because that happened once, but yeah, there's TTS. There's always been TTS. It's not new. But thank you. Thank you, Birdie. Also, the TTS does cut off after a certain point, so that if people just put a bunch of emotes, it won't read it. It's like 20 or 30 seconds. You're thinking since there's a bevel on the sword, that the back of the pixels should be highlighted near the hilt, but the front side should be highlighted further up towards the tip? Oh, I see what you're saying. I was thinking of just putting like a shine like this, just so that it looks like it's like curved. But we could always do like a little bit here as well. I don't think that's a bad call. Yeah, I think that's alright. And then the other thing I'm gonna do is my favorite thing to do, because it's easy, and you just like make things opaque a little bit, but... See, this would work better if there was something behind it that was like really like clear that you were seeing through it, but okay. We won't do it. It was worth a shot though. Okay, then there's the other thing is we have to add blood on the sword so that we can connect the head and the sword. Hi, Kevin! Kevin! Okay, question for you. Glad you're here. I added a bunny, but I don't know why, but I was struggling so much to make it like look like a bunny. But if you have any thoughts, I wanted the color scheme like this, but this was your redeem, so I wanted to ask you because I feel like I don't know. I wish it looked more like a rabbit, but I tried. I'm glad you really like all the details. You don't expect 2025 Sofiga chatters to handle this power responsibly? It's perfect. It looks like Bell Bell. It was supposed to look like Bell Bell. Okay, I'm glad you like it. It was supposed to look like him, so. I'm glad you think so. The curved dog, what do you call that? It's Circle Dog from LA Noire. Not LA Noire, sorry. Deadly Premonition. I'm tired. Don't worry about it. Which power? I'm assuming you're talking about like TTS. It's always been there. It's been there for like years at this point. Okay, we have to add blood on the sword. I can do that. Oh, this is behind this layer. Okay, hold on. Okay. What? Oh, I see. Okay, the opacity is not set to full. I was like, why does that look brown? Okay, that was confusing. LA Noire had Shovey the Newsboy. Circle Dog? Yeah, Circle Dog. Yeah, Shovey the Newsboy. There was that guy that I spent a long time trying to push in front of a car in LA Noire. That was a good time. Okay, as far as blood on the sword, I feel like it should be like... The problem is that I just don't know if it's gonna read super well. But we can hope. We'll just have to do it, see how it looks. Okay. Kind of, maybe? Okay. And then we can do like that, maybe? I don't know. Maybe? Like that? And then we just have to add the highlight over here. In the same kind of location. Okay. And then we need a really bright highlight here. Christmas sword? Oh yeah, that's true. Red and green. Yeah, don't worry guys. It's just for Christmas time. So, you know, it's nothing to do with like death or nothing like that. Just Christmas. Just Christmas themed. Good call, good call. Okay. Let's see. We can put a little shine on this down here. Does that read? It's kind of tricky because there's a lot going on behind it. Don't forget the blood on the lettuce next to my head. Oh, that's true. Yeah, we could have blood on the lettuce. Tex had a band a while ago, and that was what it was called, Blood on the Lettuce. Good memory. Remember how Tex said she was in a band called Blood on the Lettuce? Yeah, there you go. There it is. Doggone color associations. Okay. Damn, I really wish that, like, the tip of the sword wasn't interacting with this shit back here. That really kind of sucks. It doesn't make it, like, completely unclear, but it makes it kind of unclear. Also, I don't want to delete this. I kind of like this. So I'm gonna put it on this layer. It's going on this layer. Boom. Okay. What do you think they played? Tech, death, Death Mariachi? Was Tex the drummer? She seems like a drummer? I don't know. I don't remember. I'm trying to remember if she told us. You wish you could go back in time to the early days of my streams? They were, you know, they were different in the same. Definitely less people, so it was like more, I don't know, more like a close, like, I guess like more like a conversation, just because it was like a couple people just like shooting the shit. But I feel like we still have that vibe to a pretty good degree. Did I erase that? I want to erase that. I made a hole in Tex's leg. Okay, fixed. Man, I don't know. Also, the skirt and tank top combo, like the colors going on there, are kind of giving me like ballet, and I don't really like that. I hope you don't get super famous unless you can be a part of my entourage. Honestly, I hope I don't get super famous too. I don't think that's gonna happen, but I feel like that would kind of suck. I hope you get as famous as you want to be. Thank you. Like, I don't know, I just feel like it'd be like too much. And like, I got other things that I'm trying to focus on and do and stuff. That would make things difficult. This is honestly by far the biggest chat you try to participate in. I mean, I feel like, I don't know, yeah, you're a good part of the chat here. So I'm glad. You have zero interest in fame unless it's for being an author or a video game writer. I feel like that is cool because like you're like known, but you're not like, people aren't gonna be like bothering you on the street as much. You never made conversations, you just wanted the marmalade recipe and your FAF certificate? Well, this wolf is holding the marmalade recipe right here, so if you can just get it out of his little jaws, then you're set. Just gotta catch him. He's quick. And he can fly, apparently, because he's popping up from the corner. Okay. That's the text drawing. I'm just trying to think if I want to try to fix this sword issue. I don't know. There's something we could do. Because the writing on the side of the boat is honestly not that crucial. Trying to remember where it is. Here it is. Not that I'm gonna get rid of it, but we can just make it more subtle. Like, there's no reason that it needs to be like as dark. Okay. You know? So that's one thing that we can do. What? Opacity? Fuck. Okay. Okay, so that helps a little bit, and then the duck is the other problem. Which we could also make less visible. But I don't know. I think it's okay. I feel like this is good. I feel like it's cool. It works. Definitely some changes I could make, but for now, it's okay. You used to watch someone who turned out engaged to Mr. Beast and stopped streaming? Well, that kind of sucks. I hate when someone's just engaged to Mr. Beast. She gives out certificates. How do you qualify? You have, you qualify. You just gotta do whatever process you feel is right, and you got it, you know? Bringing back up the subject you avoided, huh? Fight an Elden Ring boss for hours? Oh my god, it's back again! The sass. You're delirious. Asking questions and instantly forgetting things is all you can do right now. That's how you get a faffing certificate. Am I gonna play Silk Song when it comes out? Off or online? I would definitely play it offline. I don't know if I would do it on stream, maybe. I really liked Hollow Knight. Like, I played that game a lot. So I definitely would play Silk Song. I just don't know. Maybe I'd have to do it on stream, because I don't know if I'd have the time otherwise. If I play it on stream, don't look at chat. Why? Because of spoilers or something? Can you send in a resume? Yeah, for sure. Just send it to whatever address you feel is right. Chats are a lot to keep up with. If you do 16, does it still count? Oh, 16 hours for a fight? I think it still counts. I don't like this skirt color. It's really bugging me. I don't know though. The thing is, I want text to see it and then tell me what color it should be. Then I'll feel okay about it. I'll let text pick it. But I think, I don't know. I feel like it came out good. In the end. The sword is maybe a bit weird. Maybe it needs to be not green, but I don't know. You've read all 0 of the chat messages you've gotten in your life? Hey, you're reading 100% of them. What do you mean? Okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to do with this. This one took a while. This is a tough one. Tex's other request is that I draw Gilbert, which hopefully won't be too hard. Gilbert's my original Oblivion character. Okay, well, we only got to 3 things, but I feel like they were 3 kind of more difficult things. As far as, like, my severed head and, like, text, those were definitely difficult. The Finn and Jake was, like, not super difficult, but still kind of took some time. So we're getting, we're getting there. I think all the other things we have to do are also a little bit easier, potentially. So, I don't know. Maybe we could finish it next Thursday. For all 0 times you streamed, you've read all 0 chat messages? If you do 16 hours, does it still count? Yes, but without armor. Finn and Jake, but no sandwich. Well, I think that there was a request to add a sandwich, so that's... I think that we're gonna get to that, actually. Let me see. I know there was a request, okay, for 1 cheese. Beef with cheese. That was the other one. A slice of cheese floating in the water. Cheese. Beef with cheese. I feel like there's a sandwich in there somewhere. So we could add a sandwich, potentially. Oh boy, okay. Well, we made some good progress, I think. Oh, god damn it, I forgot that we covered up the Oblivion Pillar Crush with this. I have to remember to shuffle it around. I don't know if I'm gonna do it right now, but we can definitely shuffle. Oh man, that makes the sword issue, like, kind of irrelevant. I forgot about that. Well, maybe I can, like, revert the, I may undo the color change then, because it may not even be necessary. Okay. I do have an idea, though, how I can make it fit. So, like, I'm just gonna move Jabba this way, my head down, text down a bit, and then I think the legs will be showing, and I think it'll be okay. We can also move Circle Dog over here and move this bunny somewhere else. So there's a lot of things that can happen to make it fit. Does your dad also call you son? He calls you son. It's because you're a male. Are you talking about this? Are you winning, son? I mean, that's just because of the meme. Your dad doesn't call you? Damn, what the fuck? Okay, shit. Bit of a strange question to ask here, son, but I accept you regardless. Oh. And your dad is here. There you go. Okay. Well, I feel like we'll leave it here for now. And then, next time, first thing. Well, Tuesday we'll be back with more Oblivion, I think, unless I start Sekiro, because we might be done with Oblivion. Hey!
Birdie Bird sneezed out 100 bits. Gross. I sent $500 a year ago and still haven't received my FAF certificate. Sophiga 1 Pentactive, Sophiga 1 Pentactive, Sophiga 1 Hey, Sophiga 1 Hey, Eddybot watching Eddybot Happy Furby.
You're gonna get it. It's coming. It's definitely... It'll get there. Let's just say that I tied a rolled up piece of paper to a squirrel. It's hard to say when it's gonna arrive to you, but it will arrive. The squirrel was very adamant about that when we talked. So you just have to trust. Ugh, snail mail, squirrel mail. Even better. But thanks for the $500. That was... It went into making the certificate, of course. Squirrels don't talk, you liar. This squirrel talked to me. If you don't believe me, ask the squirrel. It'll back me up. If you can find it, which might be a challenge. A FAF certificate has a lot to do before it decides to be delivered. Exactly. Thank you. A squirrel? Yes. A squirrel. Okay, well, I think that we're gonna leave this here for today. I'll be back on Tuesday, possibly with more Oblivion, possibly with something else. And then Thursday, we'll be back with more drawing, and I will shuffle these people around over here to get this to work. And then, add the remaining requests, which actually shouldn't be too bad. I have to draw Gilbert and Pizza Woman. I think that's the hardest things remaining. So, you'll keep an eye out for the squirrel? Yeah, you gotta watch for it because they'll, you know, like, they don't know how to use, like, doors and windows and, like, doorbells. Like, they don't really understand that kind of stuff. So, you know, you have to, like, watch out and make sure to, like, kind of catch it as it's going by. Can you imagine Gilbert was the pillar crushed guy? No, we gotta draw his face. I'll probably do, like, his face from, like, the Wanted poster. So, like, that stupid hat that he's got. I feel like that'll be not too bad. Okay, damn. Gilbert would never die in such a dumb way. He'd die in an even dumber way. Superior knows. Superior understands. Gilbert may have been a while ago, but that didn't change. Thanks for streaming, Sophiga Ross. That's me. Alright, let's go big face. Boom. So we can enjoy the June pumpkin, which looks like ice cream this month. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. Thanks for hanging out. And yeah, I hope you had fun. This was fun. I feel like we did some difficult but good drawings. And yeah, well, I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Have good weekends. Take care. Hope I have an easy Friday and good weekend. Looking forward to the next time the paths cross. Yeah, absolutely. And everybody out there, look out for the squirrel. Birdie's squirrel may have gotten confused. So if you see it, just direct it in the right direction. Whatever you feel like that is. Saying paths instead of our paths makes it so much more ominous. Like you don't control it. Pumpkin mint ice cream. There it is. Your squirrel got here pretty fast. Some squirrels are more squirrel than others. What can I say? Thanks for streaming. Well, thanks for hanging out. Also, thanks to Tony for the raid earlier. It stopped to gamble at Sierra Sid's casino and gas station, though. Did it gamble away your certificate? This is what the JRPGs do to you. Maybe you're right. Okay, alright. Good Good night, everybody, or good day, or whatever time it is. Take care, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone. Take care, guys. See you later. Bye. Peace.